Wow, it's bright. Good fucking morning, everybody. I am sick as a dog, but we're fucking here. Cramps? No, we're on the same cycle. I can feel it. It's coming. It's fucking gonna happen. Good morrow. Gluten Morgan to all of you. I hope you're doing well. I have no clue what happened yesterday with my PC. I want to say it wasn't Zach's fault. Real bad. Like, I told him it wasn't his fault. But so last night, like yesterday, if you guys were around, my fucking computer just like tanked, which was awesome. And what happened was like literally right before it was the goblins, seriously, right before it died, this little white box that was like 3x2 just showed up in the very center of this monitor over here. And then OBS crashed and then the whole computer crashed. And so I restarted the whole computer and like I kept doing a speed test and it was saying I only was getting like 10 down and 100 up for hours. Like I couldn't even get like YouTube to load. Like I couldn't even get a YouTube video to load at all. I know. It was so weird. All night. Even after Zach was done streaming, like he wasn't even downloading things anymore. And so this morning, thank you, Mike. So this morning I did a speed test and I have 100 over 100 and I just don't understand what the fuck. Like no one was downloading anything. I just don't know, but I want to think that maybe that was it. Mike, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving a fucking anus swings for 28 months in a row with that prime sub. I appreciate you. Kel, question mark? What? David, I'm pretty sure we've watched these. We've watched every single Ren piece of content that exists in the world. I'm going to look at it real quick. Don't autoplay. Stop. Yeah, we watched this one. She's incredible. I fucking love her. That's an hour? Wait, what? Oh, it's super long. It's like all of her. It's like every single one of them, I think.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out.
Genova, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it swings.
For 40 fucking months. Time is baffling. I appreciate you.
ISP cockblocked. I have no idea what it was. It was so weird. Like, my computer was just being really weird. There was no updates. I really do not understand. What's a trend on TikTok? What's a trend on TikTok? Sometimes turning it off and walking away. That's literally what I did. I turned it off and walked the fuck away. I wasn't gonna. It was just there was no answer. Like when it's not even a situation that I can troubleshoot, it's just like, yeah, it's not today. Just turn it off because it's fine now. I didn't do anything. It doesn't make any sense. But I'll show you what I did. I made some art. Where did I put it? I made some art after stream because I was so frustrated and I couldn't use my computer. Hold on. Okay, so be honest. Tell me if these are cool or creepy. Because I don't know. I have no scope. People reacting to Screech and Jenny. Oh, that's a TikTok trend? Dude, TikTok trends are weird. Por qué no los dos? I mean, true. True. My house is already creepy enough. And so I feel like I accidentally creep it up a lot. But you guys know, I mean, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, if you're just swinging by, these enclosures behind me case like over 50 something tarantulas. And invertebrates molt. That's just what they do. They have an exoskeleton. They cannot grow without molting. And so I have jars and jars and jars of tarantula molts, like their skin, because they're really cool. They look exactly like the real tarantula. And I'm like, dude, someday I'll figure out something to do with them, right? Someday. So I did something with a couple of them. I don't know if it looks cool. You guys know how I mount them. Like, so when a tarantula molts and they fall out of their skin, usually the molt is all like crinkled up and in a weird form. So you have to soak it in soap water and like stretch it out. But I made these. Oh, of course, the fucking light is going to make them look terrible. I mounted the spider so you can see it like that, but then I put a little info card as to what my God, it's so this lighting. Someday I'm gonna be able to show you guys cool shit on stream. But I did this one. So this is why it's cool. So this is like your everyday full grown tarantula. This is about how big they are, minus the ass. Obviously, this is just the head part. This is the less than a year old Goliath. She's so big. God, I really wish I could show you it without the light. It's just my lighting, man. It's so I just don't know how anybody figures out lighting. But they're really cool looking. I think they're cool. They're 3D like that though, so this is the problem. I have to find some way to encase that. Because if you like knocked into it on a wall, it would just crumple. I mean, it's like a feather, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't keep their butt actually. They totally molt their butt, but it's soft, so it doesn't come out like an exoskeleton. Um, do I have one? Yeah, I do. Hold on. I have one that has the butt on it to show you. Their butt is so like that's why I always say like the Goliath bird eating tarantula. It's a huge misnomer because tarantulas, aside from their legs and their thorax, are like a wet tissue paper. That's how hardy they are. They're not hardy at all. Like their ass is so delicate. If they fall 3 inches, it can burst and they just die. So when they molt and their ass skin comes off, it's soft and it just crinkles up into like a little ball. But that's how you sex your tarantulas. So here's one I mounted before, but it's missing a leg, so I didn't do too much to it. So this is a Poecilotheria metallica, otherwise known as the Goody Sapphire. And do you see that like floppy piece of skin hanging off the back? So the skinny tail of it, that's the top of the abdomen, and then the flat part is the bottom. So the way that you actually sex a tarantula, like the only way to accurately like guarantee the sex of a tarantula is to very delicately unfold their the abdomen skin and like look at it, the bottom of it, and at the top of the book lungs, if there's a little tiny slit, then it's a female. If there's no little pouch slit, then it's a male. But that's how you sex them. I usually just clip it off because it looks like that. Like, it just looks gross. It's just like a flappy piece of skin. But if you see the white patches, that's actually their lungs. Their lungs are on the bottom of their tummy, and they're like gills. They just passively breathe. Kind of cool, though. I have to put these somewhere. They're so delicate. Isn't that cool, though? They don't eat birds. They really so like I was, you know how their butt is wet tissue paper? Like, it's very delicate. Tarantulas inherently, like, know this. And so they won't try to eat something that's covered in sharp angles, like a beak and big sharp feet and talons. They might take down a baby bird, like a baby bird in a nest, if they found one, maybe. But other than that, like no tarantula is going to be like, that thing with the beak and claws looks like a great idea because they'd be dead. They'd just die instantly. Spiders have one brain cell, one. They have a ganglion. So, like, the thinking isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not out there being like, birds. They're just like warm, fleshy thing, food. It is, dude, I wish I could turn on autofocus. One of the coolest things about tarantula, I'm going to cheers you in 1 second. I need a little bowl. One of the coolest things about these is that their suction stomach actually comes out. It's like in the middle of the thorax. It's how spiders eat. Like, spiders essentially turn their prey into an external gut by sucking back and forth with this weird sucky pouch that they have inside their skull. And they basically like put venom in, suck stuff up, put venom in, suck stuff up. And that sucking back and forth causes the guts and stuff to dissolve. And then spiders actually have little, it's kind of like gizzards all over their body, all over inside their thorax, amongst their muscles and amongst the fluid, where they can store food that's undigested to digest later. Wild. spiders, though. Pretty cool, though, huh? I don't know what to do about this, because I need to put, like, a glass something on them. Because if you hung this on your wall and bumped into it, it would shatter. That's the only bummer. I know. I gotta figure out something to do with that. I don't know. This is what I did when my computer broke. Always creating, always. Sorry, they're so fragile. I have to put them somewhere so they don't get knocked over. This is the other thing I was working on. I was going to show you guys. I have like 50 crafts going on at any given time, all the time. But I wanted to send people Halloween cards, and so I made them because I'm fucking extra that way. It's charcoal, so please excuse all the smears everywhere. I'm just sketching them, but I'm doing like little Halloween cards. I don't. It never stops. Like I can't. I had a moment yesterday actually when stream crashed. I was like, "Well, fuck, now what do I do with my day?" And I had to sit there and tell myself, "You don't have to do anything, Katie. You don't have to do anything." But I do. I do have to do something all the time. It's a problem. Oh, is that like so is it something I can hold on.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out.
That's actually really cool, Kills. Thank you so much, Jay Horton, for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings to that Prime sub for 5 months. Don't forget your Prime subs. I gotta grind up weed too. I'm way behind. Yes, migraines. Tomorrow is the big day for migraines, right? Tomorrow's surgery day. I'm excited and nervous for you, but it's all gonna be good. I'm grinding. I'm getting it. I wonder if there's something I could get to, because so I have a shit ton of picture frames already that I was gonna use. So I wonder if there's something I could get to put on top of the picture frames I have already. I just didn't want to. I don't have any money. It's honestly the size. It's just the height. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like this one. This one's fucking popped off. I'd need like 2 inches. You know what I'm saying? Of like a plexiglass square over that. But also, once you put glass over it, there's going to be a shine on it, and then you're not going to see what's inside. So I don't know. I'm very excited for you. I'm like, you know, nervous in that I have white coat fever. For a medical professional, it's very strange. I'm well aware. White coat fever is a real thing. 2 inches of plexi. A frame. Oh, glut. Great timing. That's such a good idea. Nicktastic. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving any swings with that motherfucking Prime sub. I appreciate you. Don't forget your Prime subs. You don't have to use them here, but use them somewhere. Bezos makes billions of dollars. It does nothing for society. Do something with your Prime. The shadow box, but that's what it was. The shadow box would be a great option, but I don't have any money, so I was trying to use stuff I already have, and I have a bunch of picture frames. Just like I bought like a huge, like a fucking surplus of them to put up pictures, and so I was trying to use stuff I already had, because poor. And Glut said like stacking the frames. That's kind of genius because they do come. The frames they all come with like a little sheet of non-shiny plexiglass to put in front, but because the spiders pop up so much, I didn't. But if I could literally wood glue those together. That's so smart, Glut. Fuck. Okay, let's load a bowl. Let's celebrate that. That's such a good idea. I feel I have like a fever because I've got some sort of sinus infection and I have cramps right now, and I am just so overwhelmed with emotions. And like I'm feeling too many things right now at this exact moment. I hate female life. It's like I can't just be sick, you know? It's got to be the full fucking all of it. Shadowbox is great though. Like honestly, if I ever come into some cash to get some shadow boxes, that's the best idea. That's really smart Because then, like, the glass comes up on the sides so you can look in the sides. But, man, I almost think the double frame thing's a better idea because I don't wanna let too much light in because that's what causes all the reflection. Like, kinda like my enclosures. It's a really good idea. Emergency services and police just got called in the road behind me. Oh god, I hope they're okay. Okay, shall we cheers? My bowl's filthy, but I'm out of Q-tips, so here we are. Good morning, Silver. How are you, love? Cheers.
I am going to eat your soul and shit it out!
Boo boo. Thank you for the resub. 41 years. I'm not even that old. Holy shit. That's strong. Sweats. They're happening. Good morning. Coffee. Cheers, Coach Cheryl. Thanks for the hype train, you fucks. Bobo, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving me swings for 41 months in a row. I fucking appreciate you. 41 months feels like 41 years, especially these days. Like, fuck, dude. Like, I feel like I haven't really talked about politics or, like, the current world events lately. But, like, who doesn't know? Do you guys really want to talk about that shit more? It's so horrific. I just I don't know what to. Man, the world lately is on fire. Yeah. That's kinda how I feel. I feel like we're here to be happy and laugh. We have very serious conversations. We talk about mental health and shit like that. But, like, it's too much. Oh, what size are the plastic they are the plastic sheets or the paper I mount them on? Honestly, it's all different sizes. Like, I just cut them. Where's my ruler? I was gonna try to measure one. Hold on, does it say it on the packaging? I'm stuck. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, the whole I just yeah. The whole situation with Israel and Palestine is just we're not going to go in depth on it cuz it's fucking horrible. We all know what the fuck is going on. I am almost positive I know exactly what all of your opinions are on it cuz you're good people. It's fucking horrific. Yeah, I think they're 8 by they're 11 by 9. 9 by 11 is the frame. And then the actual photo spot is 7.5 by 9.5. 7.5 by 9.5. They're just really cheap. Like, I got like 20 of them in a box for $20 or something. They're really cheap picture frames. But it's because I have so much like cool art and shit you guys have sent me that I've never framed, just sits in boxes. I was like, fuck this. I have to frame shit and put it on the walls. So I got like this fucking huge box of frames and I framed a shit ton of stuff. But I had a bunch of extras. Yeah, my wife and her family are from Palestine. It's been a rough week. I am so sorry. Please give your wife like some hugs. Like, you don't have to say they're from the weird internet girl, but you know. Give her some extra squeezes from me cuz shit is just wild. I think the best response to Israel and Palestine is by Gigi Hadid. Like, it's safe to take a read of her thoughts in her statement. Gigi Hadid really made a comment? I mean, good. I I've the shit that keeps popping up on my timeline is people making comments about it that don't know what the fuck their ass is, where their ass is. Like Mia Khalifa. Just because you're famous doesn't mean you should open your mouth, you know? Just shut it. Oh, Queen, fuck yes. Check on your loved ones. Check on your loved ones. Shit is just wild. The world's on fire. I'm pretty sure Mia knows where her ass is. Are you sure? Because lately, I don't know. What upsets her, she gets no support or understanding from friends. Everyone just unilaterally supports Israel without knowing history or facts. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't even want to talk on it, because I don't know everything. I am not a smart person. Like, I know what I'm told by the media and by, like, Philip DeFranco, basically. Um, but I don't feel like I have a right to speak on it because I don't know. I know what I'm told. I know what I'm seeing. I don't know anything. I've been shown a bunch of material that is fucking horrific. That's it. It's horrible. Morning psycho. Zakarian constantly. And it's okay to talk about something you're not fully like in the know about, but say that. Acting like you're a source on it or acting like you know doesn't it's just like I am not a source. I am not a source to talk about this shit. I don't know. I have one white hair that I can see. Look at all this silver, dude. Am I dying? Traitor to the crown. And that's too reasonable. That's why I don't really watch like mainstream media or news at all. Ginger Bay Lioness, thank you so much for for the fucking raid. Sorry, my brain is mush today. Thank you for the raid, love. Psycho, I don't know. I have two ideas for games, a non-spoopy and a spoopy, and then I also brought out a canvas because I thought about doing art. I'm sick and I have cramps. Like, it's the full on. Just my brain. I don't know. I don't have any energy. I feel very I'm just feeling too many things at once. Welcome, Raiders. Good morning, Taco. How are you? Yes, realizing that news channels are simply another form of entertainment was a big eye opener. Yes. Psycho, that's how you should go into it, honestly. Netan Yahoo came to my old work 8 or 9 years ago and he was incredibly disrespectful to everyone. Wow. That is weird. 75 years. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. It's not okay to act like you're a know it all or a fucking source. No, everybody's sick. No, psycho, everybody's got something. It's like it's going around, dude. I thought it was my allergies until like 2 days ago. I blew a big old green rocket out of my face and I was like, "Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's why I've been so snotty lately." I hope you get better, Honeybean. I have so much sympathy. I just like every time my eyes move between monitors, it's very like it takes a second for my brain to catch up. It's so bad. Reasonable. That's what I try to dig for. I do. Because I think it's important to be informed. You just got over COVID? No. I'm glad you got over it, though. How are you feeling? It is. It's the abrupt change of season. And then if you think about it, Psycho, it's the season where all the kids went back to school. So, like, all the kids go to school, cough on each other, spit on each other, make out, whatever. And then they go home, cough and make out with their parents. And then we have to go interact with their parents. So we all get their parents' sickness. That's my theory. Oh, daughter was sick? No. How was the skate party, though? How was the roller skate party? Was it chaos? Good. Cough is almost not there. Not using Kleenex every 10 minutes. That's me with the Kleenex right now. I just have boxes around me. It's so gross. Strum, isn't it sick that we could have eliminated COVID in like a couple months if people would have just isolated and washed their hands? I just came into a bit of windfall and was considering sneaking into Vegas next week. Then I thought it would be better to save my money until next year. Plus, it's going to be a sick show. What's going to be a sick show? Oh, you mean You mean at TwitchCon? Oh, every year. You know what I think is crazy, Robo? I don't know why this popped into my head, but like every con I've ever gone to, I come home with the PAX pox, every single con. Because I hug a million people, shake hands, whatever. You come home, you get a cold. I went to Burning Man for like 11 days and was like quite literally in the shit with a bunch of strangers, no sick. What is that? How come people out in the middle of fucking nowhere camping like hippies are cleaner than people at a fucking con? Doesn't make any sense to me. I know. I know. It popped into my head because I was like, damn, normally I get like just a cold or something because you're just around so many people. It's outdoors. That's what I kind of came up with. It's outdoors. I mean, the con were mostly outdoors too, but TwitchCon, honestly, guys, TwitchCon is so like it's really cool if you're going to hang out with a community, like a community you're really tight with, or a streamers community, whatever. But the con itself is very like womp 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 womp. No shit. One girl threw up after her pizza and cake, but other than that, it was great. Fuck yeah, dude. Did you guys skate? Did you and your wife skate? Please tell me you skated. I love roller skating. I want roller skates so bad. Oh God, I feel okay now, but let me tell you, both ends were not. That's something a lot of people. I didn't even put that together before I went to school. But like mucous membranes are everywhere, and if one mucous membrane's affected, they're probably all going to be affected. So if like you have a gross sinus infection and you're like having boogery poops, mucous membrane, bitches, they're everywhere. I started wearing a mask on deliveries. Smart. There it doesn't hurt you. Like why not? I've masked religiously, but I got a productive cough that's just sitting in the back of my throat. Nothing else. Just thought it was coming back from vacay and just smoking up the place. I wonder if it's the dry too. You know how when winter hits, it just becomes like dry and windy? The dry, my dogs have had a really dry throat lately. The con crud, it's real. I get it every year. Aberdeen appointment yesterday, so she definitely thinks the fluid's connected to my colitis. Oh, good. One of my glands from my heart's shown as bigger than the rest. She did a pelvic exam for hernias. I think she did the testy test. And she wants an ultrasound done on my testes. Did she think you had a hernia? Or is she just checking? It's probably just a full-on fucking checkup, right? Oh my god, Strum. No, they won't. No, they won't. I'm not kidding you. Oh god. I think it was PAX East. Before COVID. I don't know. It feels like 100 years ago. Before COVID sometime. I can't remember. I think it was Old Spice. Literally sponsored the convention. And there were flats. Like like soda flats, but it was flats of uh, shoot, of deodorant everywhere. No one took them. No one used them. No one. They were just there the whole time. No, I think I saw one person take one ever. They were free, fucking everywhere. Huge full size deodorants, fucking everywhere. No one touched them. I don't know what it is, man. Like, we're all gonna get sweaty in there, just fucking deodorant up. I was on pizza and cake duty and making sure everyone was handled as necessary. That's probably smart, honestly. I did price it out. It would cost me over $1,000 for just plane tickets and accommodations. Yeah, it's so expensive, and it's for 3 days. Like, if there wasn't a ton of people there for me to smush on, I wouldn't, probably. Do you know when they announce when the next year's con will be? So, I don't know about I can't remember what time of year they usually announce them, but when I went to that dinner with the exec, he said that they're trying to stay in San Diego every year forever. That was originally, like, right before COVID hit. They actually had, like, attained the convention center in San Diego for, like, I think 5 years, and they had actually come out and said, like, the con will be in San Diego for the next 5 years, and then COVID hit and everything got tossed up. This, I think, was just kind of they were panicking and trying to find somewhere to have the convention, but I think they're gonna try to have it in San Diego forever. Is that when they announced it around March? There you go. San Diego! It means whale's vagina. TwitchCon in Austin would be fucking sick. One more week. I know, I can't believe it's so soon. COVID's lovely, especially hearing people talk about their health being worse long after. Long COVID's what scares me the most. That's why I wear a mask. Fuck that. She just wants to rule things out, but she doesn't want to check the gland, or because she said it was invasive and would only if necessary. 100%. I mean, you don't want to touch heart stuff unless they need to. You think it's too small? TwitchCon's not that big. What's a huge con? Honestly, I don't like TwitchCon. I would say is probably a third the size of like PAX. TwitchCon's pretty fucking small. Like it's not. It's the smallest con I've ever been to. But I don't know in terms of what, like, I don't know scope wise. Yeah, right, Bobo. Like, we got enough to fucking deal with on a daily basis. I'm fine. E3 is E. I think E3 is dead, isn't it? Twitch is like medium size. New York Comic Con's big con, 200,000. Yeah, Comic Con in general, right? Comic Con's fucking huge. There it is. The only reason it was in Vegas because they couldn't reserve it in time. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because we asked, because it is kind of chaotic trying to figure out where to go every year. I don't mind San Diego. I just don't understand why they had to pick like one of the most expensive cities in the United States of America to eat and live. To try to get a bunch of poor gamers to go. You know, there's like 20 streamers that are rolling, and the rest of us are like, San Diego, really? Like, it's so expensive there. Everything is astronomically more expensive than anywhere else. Like, this is like the cheapest con I think I've ever paid for. Trouble, I mean, that's honestly, it feels small, is all I'm saying. It feels a lot smaller than any other con I've gone to, but I don't know in terms of like how you would even gauge that, except attendees, right? Maybe it's attendees. Thank you, Hate Wheel. Thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking anus swings, go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Honestly, I'd be down for Chicago. I don't understand why they don't put it in the middle, except for the fact that Twitch is in California, so I think they want to keep it in California because it's cheaper for them. Maximizing profits, right? Make it super expensive for everybody else to come, but super cheap for them to stay. Whoa! Comic-Con in Tokyo is 700,000 people. Wow. So they have 3 fire engines, about 6 police cars, and an unmarked. Oh god. I really hope people are okay. Sounds like it might have been a fire, though. That's scary. I really hope they're okay. Yeah, hello, anxiety. Holy shit. That is so... I was just trying to think, have I ever been anywhere where there's that many people in one space, in an indoor space? I don't think so. Lilac, the spooters are good. They're starting to go into their hibernation phase. I actually did some spooter art recently. It's really hard to show you on stream because of my lighting, but I mounted some molts. And we've been trying to brainstorm how to encase them on the frames because they pop off so much, but that's my Goliath. She has grown. She's not even a year old. That's all I have to say. Not even a year old. She's huge. The Japanese are nuts for cons, though. I mean, we're pretty nuts for cons. They need to put it in KCMO, then it'll be cheaper across the board for everyone traveling, and venues are cheaper. I agree, but it wouldn't be cheaper for Twitch. And I think that's what they're trying to make. Is it cheap for Twitch? And I just think. I don't know. I've always wanted to visit Austin, honestly. It looks like a cool city to see. I just need you to know I have a meeting with a moron. Oh, meetings. In 8 minutes that could have been an email, but they refused to read my email, so I'm amping up. Oh, God. It's just sick to me how many minutes of our lives could be saved from meetings if people would just be adults and do their fucking job and read their email. Like, wow. Dude, Eric can amen on that one, though. Jessifer, honestly, that'd probably be, like, as much as I would hate that, it'd probably be better for Twitch because the problem with like Vegas is there's so many things you can do outside of the con that they're gonna have a really hard time keeping people in the con. Like, how is anything Twitch can pull off at the convention center gonna be better than Caesar's Palace or the Luxor or literally any gigantic ancient hotel you go into in Vegas? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're gonna do to keep us in there, but they're gonna have to work because there's just literally walking the strip. There's shows up and just outside. There's, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a billion other things to do in Vegas that isn't the con. And the con, in my experience in the past, and again, it could change. Every year could be different. I don't know. But every time I've gone to TwitchCon thus far, it seems extremely geared towards people who are beginning streaming or want to get into streaming. And as someone who's been streaming for almost, I don't want to talk about it, years, they got nothing for me. I'm set. Like, I got it all, you know? So it's kind of, I walk around and then I got nothing else to do in there, really. Or hookers and blow. Yep. Literally, Bobo. That's what I think it is. Which I understand from a business point, but it's stupid because who the fuck can afford? No one can afford to live in San Diego, let alone go there. Do you think they'll have that the sphere be glitch or whatever it's called? Oh, you mean that giant new sphere thing? I don't know. Ooh, the sun just went away. That's kind of nice. I have no idea if they'll incorporate the sphere is brand new. From what I hear, someone in our community actually worked on it, like helped build it. And I feel like it's so new that probably people like bought time to put shit on it for years to come already, right? Like, it's pretty fucking epically huge. TwitchCon in the Sphere would be fucking psychotic. That would be sick. You know, people are gonna go nuts in Vegas. They go nuts at every TwitchCon. I mean, it doesn't matter where TwitchCon is. You get a bunch of people together who have something in common and they're gonna cause chaos. You just gotta stay out of it. Streaming since redacted. I don't like calculating those years. Sexlim, my love, how are you? No one told me about the twitching that happens when your skin is sewing itself back together. The nerves are reconnecting. They're literally reaching towards each other and going, isn't that creepy? You fuck. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sexcellent. Sexcellent use above was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Beach. You know what's up. Psycho, I don't think so, because Vegas is built for this. You know what I mean? It's not like a city that's suddenly blowing out because of a convention. It's a city that's blowing up 24/7 no matter what. And I'm pretty sure the weekend after TwitchCon is like Formula 1 race or some shit. Something like that. So, like, the city is going to be building that while we're all there. Like, it literally was the worst weekend ever to put us there. F1 racing, thank you. F1 racing. So they're gonna have. I mean, that's what Vegas is built to be, a safe place to lose your mind. I've never felt unsafe in Vegas ever. Actually, that's what we were talking about yesterday. Literally, when my stream went down, was like how to be safe in Vegas. The only unsafe time, the only time I ever feel like in Vegas is there are people that are basically like grifters walking up and down the streets wearing like Mickey Mouse outfits, like full body Mickey Mouse or Elmo or something, but it looks like they pulled it out of the trash 50 years ago, rolled it around in shit, and then put it on. Like, it's looks like a nightmare. And they will run up to you, put their arm around your shoulders. Their partner will take a picture, like a Polaroid, and then they'll sit there and try to pressure you to buy it. Like, oh, we just took this picture. I can't believe you did that. We're wasting. You don't have to buy that picture. Like, these are just people trying to grift on the streets. That's the only thing. If you see someone in a onesie, just do not look at them. Walk the other fucking direction. And if they try to touch you, hiss. Just obscenely loud. You know what I'm saying? Throws everyone off. Or just start singing Baby Shark right in their face. Or scream. Any of the above. Though that's the only, but they can't, I mean, they're not, I just don't like being approached by strangers. That's why I feel unsafe, but they're not actually going to hurt you. They're just trying to get money from you. But yeah, for the most part, Vegas is a pretty fucking safe city because it's lit up 24/7. It's always on. There's never not people walking the streets. So there's really very little places to be alone and be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know though. That shit happens at every con I've ever been to. There's always an accusation or something of some sort of SA. People suck everywhere. Good mental health's excellent. Have fun getting your brain squeezed. Laura, I don't know. I had a bunch of options up. Um, I was thinking, so I have 2 games I thought about playing, and then I have some art stuff I thought about doing. I've got a really bad, like, sinus infection fever thing, and I got cramps today, and I'm just feeling too much. So I'm just sitting here sweating for a bit for the time being. But I have, like, stuff. I just have so little energy in my brain is like, I know. That's what I said. Like, I couldn't just be sick, right? It has to all land on the same day. It has to be like, oh, here's the trifecta. I know. The weirdest, I'm sweaty. It's cold, but I'm like sweating. I hate that feeling. What up, Johnny boy? How are you, love? Speaking of, I'm going to cheers. Good morning, Kinger. A friend of mine moved to Vegas with her husband, loves it there because the dry heat helped her deal health wise. I know a lot of people who live in Vegas and love it. Seatown. Good morning, bitch. Thank you so much for summing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving an swings for 48 fucking months in a row. I appreciate you. That's a long fucking time. Oh, no shit. Chimera said they had to completely tear up the strip to build the barriers and grandstands. Bellagio fountains shut down? Oh, I love the Bellagio fountain. My grandparents, both sets of my grandparents, lived in Vegas and loved to gamble. So we used to go there constantly as children. All the time. Like, I have so many good memories in Vegas, just like running the strip with all my cousins, like wild children. Probably not. Don't let your children run the strip. Like, I wouldn't. That's not the safest, but we did. We're fine. I knew they were taking part of the strip, but literally taking the Bellagio is kind of a central zone of the strip a little bit. The Bellagio has this, I mean, how do you even scale how big it is? They have a fountain that's 10 times the size of my home in front of the casino, and it's like an enormous traffic circle to go into the casino. But it's just like central. It's a central thing on the strip. It's fucking huge, and it's right there. It's just weird that would get shut down. That's wild. No shit. They have to rebuild the whole city to accommodate for Formula One racing. What the fuck? You can't believe I've been streaming over 4 years? Me? Is it because I'm so bad at it? I've been streaming for like 9.
9.
9! I'm fine! It's just like, why the fuck would they put that race on the strip? It seems like it would be to the detriment of them. Like, money-wise. Because it's gonna cut down on all the traffic to the casinos and shit, right? More like ClassyKatie, right? I know. I know! It is very odd that, I have been around this long and I'm still this bad at what I do. It's because, no one's good at it. No one's good at it. Formula One racing happens on actual streets, so they need better roads, grandstands. Oh. So it's literally going to be on the strip. Why? Why wouldn't they put like parallel to the strip? Because it's glamorous. I mean, I guess. It won't look that cool if they've literally shut down the strip, though. Like, it'd look really cool with the Bellagio fountain in the background, but if they're shutting down and cutting the Bellagio fountain in half, I mean, I don't know what they expect me to look at anymore. You're destroying my Vegas for cars. I wonder if the casinos are, like, setting up to, I don't know. And it's a night race. Yeah, you're gonna take down all the coolest shit to look at night and then put up a race? I don't know. Like, sure. No shit. People are gonna gamble for which barrier Logan Sargent will hit. Sargent, is that how you say it? Is gonna hit. Wait, does he crash a lot? Is this dangerous? They put an amphitheater out there and are putting in a new roller coaster. Damn. I'm kind of interested to see what the fuck's going on here. They should restructure Vegas just to accommodate Psycho Las Vegas. What's Psycho Las Vegas? So that is amazing. I can't believe they're going to rebuild Vegas for this race. I mean, I believe it, but wow. I had no idea. I knew they were ripping up some part of the strip. Like, people had warned me about that because I was like, oh, yeah, I've been to Vegas a bunch. I know what it looks like. And people were like, no, you don't. People that live there are like, no, it's 100% different. You have no idea what it looks like anymore. And I was like, oh, shit, why? And it's because this. But damn. It's like having the Olympics. Yes, I was trying to think, is it just called like the Olympic Village? I was trying to think that's what it feels like. They're building a little city for this shit, right? Oh, his season hasn't been good. He's a Ricky and Arnie in danger of getting fired? Wow, because he crashes all the time? Everybody's just looking at the sphere now. I mean, the sphere does look pretty dope, to be honest. That being said, I'd still go watch Pirates of the Caribbean show because titties. There's no screen that's going to beat titties. Circuit of the Americas. Is this the... Whoa, that was bright. This is the thing. Okay, hold on. Do they have, like, a picture of what they're going to do? I'm very curious. Stop asking me questions. Stop it. Year-round experiences. Blah, blah, blah. Visitor info. Ticketing. Maps. Maps. Where is this? Nope, that's Austin, Texas. I don't want to know the Austin, Texas one. All I have is the Austin, Texas one. Boo. What if there are titties on the screen? I mean, that's like, would you like to see real titties or screen titties? Yes. Is that even a question? Whatever's closer? Oh, is this the Vegas one? Okay. Here we go. This is the Vegas one. Give me info. Track layout. That's what I... Okay, so this is the track layout. Oh, let me move my face. Why am I in the middle of the screen? Why would I be in the... Okay. Track layout. So there's the sphere. Wow. Wow, it's the whole thing? Wow. So is the strip even going to be functional for TwitchCon? That's amazing. Like, that is sick. Honestly, I kind of wish I was going to this race instead of TwitchCon, because that looks way cooler than chilling on a fucking broken down strip. Oh my god, Strumcore, did you see... Oh, what is it? There is a festival happening next year in Vegas. I can't even list all the bands because I would just come. Like, the bands included are fucking every band I love ever. Hold on, I have to look at back. It's on Twitter. I tagged Zach in it. But it's in Vegas next year, and I saw it, and I was like, dude, I would go to Vegas for that. I would go to Vegas for that. Hold on. Don't be stupid, Twitter. X, whatever the fuck you are. My symbol for Twitter turned back to a blue bird. Interesting. I don't even know how to find it because I can't remember the name. Is it that one? Shut up. Is that the one? Did you just find it? I was like, I was literally going to look at Zach's Twitter and see if it shows where I tagged him. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Glut. This sick new world. Dude. System of a Down, Slipknot, A Perfect Circle, Alice in Chains, Danny fucking Elfman, Ice Nine Kills, Primus, Spirit Box. Like, I can't, I'm getting too excited. Ginger will be there. Like, you can just keep going. It's like every band ever whom I love. Is Gojira in there? Lamb of God? Skindred! I know Skindred! Static X? Static X is so. Wait, Static X? Do they have a. Didn't he die? Baby Metal? Baby Metal! Taproot? What year is it? I can't read the tiny ones. I mean, come on. Power Man 5000? Yeah. It's just like the most. I want to go to this real bad. This is like one of the most epic lineups I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, Power Man 5000. There it is. Sorry. I get lost looking at them. It just looks. That's what I said. Taproot. Like, what fucking year is it? This is what it's like when worlds collide. Yeah, it's just Danny fucking Elfman. Are you kidding me? That is the person who does the soundtrack, like literally does the OSTs for, if I'm not mistaken, every movie ever that Tim Burton has ever made. I can't think of a Tim Burton movie that Danny Elfman didn't have his hands in, but I don't know. Oh, dude, Forbes won't load unless I subscribe to it, and I ain't about that. Fuck that website. Boingo Boingo! Uh-huh. Wow, that's a... Dude, what was Trent Reznor's original band name? Birds? Something Birds. I try to think of it every once in a while, and I can't remember what it was. It was something Birds. I haven't heard any Helmet at all. Danny Elfman's a freak. He's a freak. I don't know what's going on there. He's a freak. Also, apparently they're coming out with another... Or no, is it like Nightmare Before Christmas on Broadway or something like that? Regardless, Halsey is going to be singing Sally's part. And I'm excited and nervous because Fiona Apple did it. And she, let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Ah! Jesus Christ. It's out. The sun is fucking out. It's out. Oh, Mayo, did you get smacked? Hold on, let me give you a permit. I got you, boo. Or was it not even a link? You know the bot is stupid sometimes. You fucking hip. You know what? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes when you post a link, listen, like if you put periods too close together, it doesn't grab them. Stop autoplaying. Didn't we watch that Diablo one? Stop. Everything just autoplayed at the same time. I hate this. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Who gave me SpongeBob? Everything's autoplaying. I fucking hate my life. That's because I fucking uninstalled it, psycho. I have to be real committed if I'm reinstalling that shit again, man. There's something in my eyeball. Thank you for gifting a sub to Mayo. I fucking appreciate you. Slow dive. They sound familiar. I'm gonna write them down. Slow dive? No, I just, Diablo actually, the file got corrupted somehow. Something happened on my gaming PC a few weeks ago. It was really weird. It I don't even know how to explain it. So you know how you can go into your settings of your PC and do like health checks and shit? So my internet was being weird, so I did a health check on like my connection, my Ethernet connection, and I can't even remember what the response was because it was so confusing, but it was like, you are connected to your internet, but this machine is not like prepared to accept the signal or some fucking wordage like that. It was really weird. And so I had to go in to like some fucking deep dark Windows settings and like manually fuck with my ISP and shit. And it corrupted some shit. And so I had to uninstall it and shit. I just haven't reinstalled it yet. It was great. I don't even know. I can't even explain it to you. It was so weird. And I looked it up online and everybody was just like, oh, it means you're not hardlined. And I'm like, no, I'm hardlined. My computer knows I'm hardlined. I'm fucking hardlined. To suck my fucking dick. Maybe that was it. I wonder if I could. This is not my streaming PC. Hold on. I want to do it because it only takes like 1 second. I want to show you what, because it's still doing it. Like my computer's getting the internet though, but it still says this thing. Hold on. It's, you guys are smarter than me. I wonder if you would know what it is. Okay, this is it. The remote device or resources won't accept the connection. Riddle me that. This is what my PCs have been doing for weeks now, and I don't know why. What's that? I'm hardlined. I obviously still get the internet. Like, I've been reading chat on this monitor. It's got 100. I did a speed test this morning. 100 over 100. What's that about? Fucking, I don't know. Why? Why, Satan? I know. Huh, right? And so, like, I went on Reddit and shit, looked into stuff, and I ended up going into, like, my deep dark settings of my PC and resetting my ISP and all this stuff. And it didn't fix anything, but now I at least get good speeds because I was getting 30 over 100, and it was very, very. That's why I couldn't, like, buffer anything. But my house, everything else gets 100 over 100. Like, my PC is just, what is that? What does that mean? What is that? Because it has the internet. Like, it's getting it right now, and it's hardlined internet. I just don't. See, my web is working, though. This one's high. I see that your web isn't working with the error message, but my web is working. Which baffles me. Oh my god, there she is again. So bright. $40,000. You know, I personally know some streamers that get paid that every month just to run ads every 3 minutes. So, like, I guess that's a thing. I'm just waiting for this song to be over. I love this song. I have the links. I'm just, disappointed in what? What are you disappointed in? Who gave me SpongeBob? I'm gonna listen to it, but I just hate SpongeBob. Bitch, did you not listen to my full diatribe about my computer fucking up and it got corrupted, which is why I had to uninstall it and then I just haven't reinstalled it? Do you like check out mentally sometimes? Bitch. Bitch. $888,000? Ah! Wow. For a night? Oh, pause. Shit, song changed. Shit. Katie, sorry. 888. Okay, a weekend. So is that 3 nights? It's still not, it's not better. 3 nights. Wow. The 8883. Okay. I was just thinking that that's like 2 houses. I mean, that's uh, 3 nights. 3. 3. Holy shit. Priced 888,000, this ultimate Las Vegas package features several incredible experiences, including a 3-night stay in one of Crockford's exclusive and stunning palace suites, along with an entourage suite, and 4 additional Crockford's deluxe rooms, private butler service, 2 custom tailoring and styling services. What kind of life do you lead? Wow. So, like, it comes with a butler, but, like, does that mean free food with the butler? Right? Like, is there a reach around included? Do I get a hook hair? Are the rooms filled with the hook hairs? That's just insane. Why wild. Wild. What kind of money rolls in Vegas? You know what I'm saying? Wild. It's about like some gnarly looking vampires. I grew up on the Buffy vampires. I've never been into the sparkly, like, I look 17 forever, but really I'm 180, so it's totally cool that I go to high school forever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Me too. The first season kind of just petered out so fast. Like, I really, really enjoyed it when I first started playing, and then it was just kind of like, bloop, bloop, bloop. I hope I don't know how. I just hope that they've created a more sustainable season. You know what I'm saying? You get vampire powers. No shit. It's a deeper explanation of what's coming if you. Ooh. I mean, I don't want spoilers. Yeah. Do we hope the vampire season does or doesn't suck?
Touche. Too motherfucking shay. You ass.
When the vampire from Twilight dates a high school girl makes no sense. It's over and over. They just keep doing it. It's the same cliche thing. Like, as long as someone looks 17, it's totally fine that they're actually 97 and they want to date high school girls. What the fuck? None of that is okay or makes sense. And everybody's like, no, you just can't. It's not. Yeah, it is. It's weird and very pedo-ish. I agree. It's like you gotta wonder who came up with that idea and was like, yeah, that's hot. That's Sun, though. Holy shit. Creepy pedo vampires. I mean, I've read a ton of vampire books. I love the whole vampire werewolf, like, of course I do. I love that genre in general. And it can, like, once it gets creepy, I back the fuck out. And it can happen the other way too. I think I've told you guys this before. I tried an anime one time called, like, something vampire bund something because vampires, and I was like, I like anime, let's try this. And I got like 2 episodes in, and suddenly the 8-year-old girl vampire was like, actually, I'm a 5,000-year-old demoness. Here's my true form. So it's totally okay that my 8-year-old girl form makes out with adult men. Like, it goes both. Did you just fart at me? Oh my god. The Billith has gassed me out. Oh my god. Do you need to go potty? Yeah. Oh my god. You smell like death. Are you dying? Are you dying? Oh, a baby girl. Katie, it's cool. She's actually a goddess that's been around forever. She just happens to choose the form of a child and acts a lot like a child. I get so mad. I don't know if that's considered a lolly or not, but it goes both ways and it's fucking creepy both ways. Yeah. The creeper vampire film or TV show is the better. What do you mean? Is the better? Both are bad. Are you talking about Vampire, what is it? Vampire Diaries does the exact same thing. The fucking whatever brothers, the two brothers that really want to fuck the young 17-year-old high school girl and continue to go to high school forever are like 80 something. Oh, 100%. Yep. I want hardcore vampire shit. Yeah. The vampires should be like bloodthirsty motherfuckers who don't give a like I don't Oh, I was obsessed with Vampire Diaries when I was a kid when I did not realize these problems and the problematic nature because I was a stupid young child fruit fly. And I had Zach try it just to show him, like, look how bad this is. And there was a scene with one of the vampire guys being all romantic with a human. And I was like, dude, imagine a farmer just going out into the field and, like, imagine this is a cow. Oh, busy. Oh, you just my perfect steak, but I refuse. I'm gonna keep you forever. Like, that's what they're doing. They're just romantically fucking love bombing their food with their penis. It's like turkey basting with your parts. You had a clump on you, Bill. It's all around, and I don't, you know, picture it though. None of it makes sense. It's all fucking creepy. Either you want to have sex with your food, or you're a pedophile, or yiff. It all started with Interview with a Vampire. I read the Anne Rice. I've never actually read Interview with a Vampire. That's one of the few books I never read. I liked the movie. It was okay. I think it's one of what's her name? I just blanked on the main chick's name. I love her. The little girl, Claudia. What's the actress? Oh my god. Is it Kristen something? Kirsten Dunst. Kristen Dunst. Kirsten Dunst. Kirsten Dunst. Something like that. Yeah, she's fantastic. It's one of her best roles though. She's great in it. Is it really good? Yeah, I actually have it behind me. Or no. I have a big ol' Anne Rice. Like, when Barnes& and Noble was selling, like, those big hardback books that would be, like, the great anthologies of big authors? One of my siblings got me this huge one that's an Anne Rice one. It's, like, Interview with a Vampire, Queen of the Damned, and one other. I can't remember what the trio is, but I'm literally using it to press flowers right now, so I have it. Vampire List. Bless you, Bubba. That was a big yawn. Or it's like the virgin's blood tastes the best. Like, what? Yeah. It's always that. Or like, you're my, like, dude, in fucking in the Twilight series, which I'm sure none of you read. Ha ha ha. The way that the author solves the love triangle is she has one of the men fall in love with Kirsten Stewart's newborn baby. Why are all these vampire authors so fucked up? What's going on inside you that any of that's okay? It's because she's Mormon. No shit, I learned that way later in life. But she essentially wrote like fan fiction of 50 Shades of Grey in Mormon style, which is why they don't kiss and they just breathe really heavy near each other's faces until they're married. And in Mormon religions, they believe that you can spot a wife at birth. You by that I mean fundamentalism, like obviously very, very creepy sex. Like not everyone's a fucking creepy creep, but they're out there and they prolific. Yeah, that's like totally a thing. Mormon style. She's Mormon, so she like took 50 Shades of Grey and did a Mormon vampire spin on it. So like, courting, they got to be married before they can touch each other, all this kind of weird shit. She never shows her ankles. Or 50 Shades is Twilight fanfiction? I thought it was, yeah, no, it's Twilight is 50 Shades fanfiction, right? Poppy Z. Bright? Ooh, I'm gonna write that down because I'm always looking for a good author that's not eventually gonna be fucking problematic. Was Twilight first? Gross. I read Twilight in high school. I kind of don't believe you, but also I don't care enough to look it up. But so I'm just gonna believe you. Gross. 50 Shades is Twilight fanfic? God, that makes it so much worse. Why was it It was bad the other way, but why does this feel gross? More gross. Why does that feel so bad? 6 seasons already approved. Fucking thank God. What did you think of this newest season? I really liked it. Poppy Zebra. Got him. I loved it. I thought it was so fucking good. Agreed, 100%. I was so into this season. Yeah. I wasn't sure at the beginning. I think Rod and I talked about this. I wasn't sure at the beginning because I wasn't sure whether they were going to go with like the Colin thing and then the whole Guillermo thing, but it ended up, they just did such a good job. Guillermo's fucking great. He's so funny. No, I haven't seen Gen V, but it's because I don't think the full season's out yet. And I'm rewatching The Boys first. I started rewatching it when I was at Burning Man. It's like I downloaded a season on my iPad just in case. Thank fuck because rain. And so I figured I would rewatch The Boys first. Yeah, but I heard it's really good. It's like it happens after The Boys, right? So it kind of makes sense to watch it like that in that order. Dude, so Zach watched 1 or 2 episodes of it just to try it out, and he was like, "Yeah, it's great. Let's rewatch The Boys, and then let's watch that." And he said, "There's multiple penis parts he really needs me to see, and that's the only details I got. Do not spoil it for me." But I'm very excited for penis parts. I have no idea what's gonna happen there, but I'm stoked. Multiple penis parts. Yeah, I just don't like that's how Zach gauges whether or not I should watch a show, I guess. Like, how many cocks are there? Will she dig it? The Nosferatu. Okay, we have to go outside. You smell. Are you just farting? Oh my god, my dog. You just stink, bud. Are you just tooting? You just tooting on me. Yeah. Yeah, you smell fucking like death. Thank you. I think who's playing Nosferatu? Isn't it that fucking Skarsgård kid again though? The Boys is wild, dude. If you've watched the whole season, all of The Boys, I think it's in season 2 when Homelander pushes. Ah! I rewind it multiple times every time that episode happens, and just cry laughing. I don't know why, but it's one of the funniest fucking things. Bill, yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not re I don't really enjoy him as an actor, and they keep having him redo a bunch of movies I love, like The Crow and that. I don't know what it is. I just don't I feel like he's kind of the same thing in everything he does. Just kinda big eyes, big lips, stare, dead stare. Willem Dafoe, but that's true. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it, even if it is him. Like, it's Nosferatu. I'm very excited for the remake. What's the dick count? I think it's like dick moments. Really? I'd say the penis parts are on par with The Boys, maybe bigger. Oh, I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous, excited for whatever that means. What is on your nose? Are you brown nosing, bud? What is this? A chunk? Dirt? Mud? Why do you have mud on your... My dog's literally a shit nose. I watched Friday the 13th the other day. The first one, though. The very, very first one. I forgot how many nipples are in there. Willem played Max Shrek in Shadow the Vampire, which is about the filming on that one. Oh, no shit. I love Willem. Have you seen The Lighthouse? Big Willem Dafoe, whose penis is so large, he needed a stunt penis for Antichrist. What? Seriously? The Lighthouse is... I honestly, most of the movie, other than "Why'd you spill your beans, boy?" is fucking out of my head. All I have is Willem Dafoe's naked ass slow humping his hand on a bed. That's it. The movie, I think, was entertaining, but that's just that slow hump of just Willem Dafoe ass. It's just never gonna leave my brain for the rest of my fucking life. That movie was good. I really, really enjoyed it. I think I did. I need to watch it again because that's all I just That and like some of their weird conversations stick, but mostly just that fucking ass. We did the remake. How did you like the remake? I didn't hate it. Creepiest movie of all time. You think so? Two men slowly losing their minds. Do you think it's I don't know, man. I watching that movie, I don't know if it's two guys or if just like the young one's hallucinating his old self or the old one's hallucinating his young self or what the fuck's I don't know. I don't know if we're supposed to know. That movie was very confusing. All I know is Willem Dafoe humps. That ass. That Dafoe ass though. My brain is it oh. Anyone for a nice phallic tidbit? We present to you Willem Dafoe's penis is so large they had to use a stand-in Willie in one of his films. So he's a shower, not a grower, is what you're saying. I've seen some creepy fucking movies. I wouldn't say The Lighthouse is the creepiest I've ever seen. It was fucked up and insanely confusing, and I still don't know what happened. But like, in terms, and personally, like, it's just personal experience, personal like, opinion. Creepy, I'd say like Midsummer is definitely up there in like skin crawly, kind of uncomfortable, but in like the way I want, like or The Witch. The Witch, that movie gives me skin crawlies. Like holy nobody's business. I don't know what it is. I think it's those movies that have a lot of silence, like a lot of just like not even silence. It's that atmospheric hum. I don't know what it is. It's almost like tension building shit.
Hail Satan. Yum.
Bo is Afraid, huh? Is it good? Hi, Revolticon. How are you, love? I think I missed a cheers earlier. Oh, it's because you've been on my lap. I owe a cheers somewhere. No, but you know what I tried to watch last night and literally could not take seriously was one of Jordan Peele's movies. Us. For some reason, I was convinced I had seen it before. I was convinced, and it popped up on Netflix, and I put it on last night, like as a side thing while I was doing little art projects, and I started listening, and I was like, I don't think I've fucking seen this. I don't think I've seen this at all. I couldn't finish it. It I just it was so I couldn't this voice I couldn't stop laughing at. I couldn't get scared or entertained because I just couldn't stop fucking laughing. It wasn't scary. I didn't get it. And I really I liked Get Out a lot and I liked even Nope was good. It was weird, but it was good. Totally Killer the other day, had a good time with it. Totally Killer. Have I seen what is that one about? This is a void boy. He's just farting all over me right now. He's a gaseous creature. Best way to describe Gen V so far is it tackles a lot of social issues that society has infected us with. Good. I mean, every generation gets a little bit more eye opened, right? So like a younger generation, absolutely they're going to be more fucking pissed about that stuff. I would hope. Hereditary was very creepy as well. Yep, Hereditary is up there. Just got here. Probably was mentioned before. Did you ever see the French movie Martyrs? No. Mm-mm. It's French? Oh, it's new. Okay, Totally Killer. I'll write it down. I don't know why I closed my little notebook. I write stuff down all day. Bub, can I write? No, Bob. You have to pet. I gotta write and pet at the same time, okay? Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, dude, I haven't watched the new Transylvania. Don't tell me. It's on my list. I had already restarted watching The Boys and shit, so I'm like getting through The Boys right now. I want to watch it real bad though. Um, Totally Killer. I know, bud. My hands aren't always at your disposal though. Martyrs. Watch it with subtitles. Of course. I always try. I actually enjoy a lot of French films. Like not in an art housey way like, "Oh, I'm very much into French films." But like I watched Amelie when I was very young and it delved me into a whole sect of like kind of foreign art, like foreign indie films, and they're dank. Like I don't know, dude. These like like I don't. There's a Russian. I don't know if you would. Is it a trilogy? Night Watch, Day Watch. Anyone watch Night Watch, Day Watch, or read them? Really good books, really good series. It's Russian. It's all in Russian. I highly suggest watching it with subtitles, not dubbed. Although the dub's not terrible, but they do the subtitles really, really well. Like they're built into the movie, so they kind of like zoom in and look like blood and stuff like that. BDO, those are easily some of my all-time like pedestal movies ever. Ever. I I could almost recite the movie. I've watched them so many fucking times in my life. It's disgusting. I can't. I think in college, one of my buddies put it on at a party, and I was like, "What the fuck is this hot magic?" And he was like, "I don't fucking know." And I was taking Russian at the time, so I was like, "Well, I'm gonna find those and learn Russian." But yeah, they're great. Really, really interesting. I don't even know how to explain it. Really good movies. You guys should give them a try if you've never watched Night Watch or Day Watch. Subtitles, not dubbed. Which, yes, that's what I was. Which is probably in my top absolute creepy. Man, the scene in the little witch's hut where you hear the baby crying and then you just hear like that wet pounding sound as the witch is pounding something. Oh god, it fucks me up. You saw them in theater? Fuck, I'm jealous of you. As Hood from Banshee, dude, Homelander freaks me out. He really freaks me out. I'm so jealous you got to see those in theaters. The golden egg is Swedish. Also helped the husband close the pool. Took apart pool pump. Oh my god, by myself? Dude, fuck yeah. Bitch, we do puzzles. It ain't no fucking thing. It ain't no fucking thing. Oh, I don't know if would you consider these horror, but like I mean, I do as a vaginal owner, but the girl with the dragon tattoo, that's a horror movie, in my opinion. Jesus Christ. Speaking of just, foreign horror, I guess. Puzzles. We do fucking puzzles. Bitch. I love how the fascist chuds got upset when it was made apparent that Homelander is the bad guy. It's like, how was that not apparent? From day one, how was that not apparent? Like, it just goes to show you see what you want to see. Like, someone literally has to tell you, like, oh, by the way, this is the bad guy. Oh, what show, Psycho? Yeah, they're all like literally Psycho. I was just watched the episode, I think last night or the night before last night, where it's like Maeve's like, I didn't have a choice. I had no choices. And her girlfriend's like, you murdered people. And she's like, I never had a choice. And it's like, bitch, come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. Everybody has a choice. You chose yourself over like all the people. All the people. That Pitsy, that's what I'm saying. Like, Homelander gave me fucking EBGBs from minute one. Yeah, did they watch the fucking show? Wait, the ending to what? Yeet. The ending to what? The Boys? I'm in season 2 right now. I'm rewatching the whole thing because I couldn't remember it. No, no one's really a good guy in The Boys. You're very. I mean, no, not really. Yeah, Starlight is maybe, but dude, Psycho. I just watched the episode last night where. Who was it? They're like in the tunnels and Starlight like light bombs somebody, and I can't remember who it is. I want to say it's Huey, but it's someone. And oh, it's Huey, and Huey's like, "You got my message." And then Homelander comes out of nowhere, and Homelander's like, "Finish him." She straight up gets 1 millisecond from doing it, and then someone comes out of nowhere and smacks Homelander or something. And I think that's the only reason she didn't do it. I think she was about to do it. I kind of think she was about to do it. I don't know. I just rewatching it, watching for those little subtleties in the acting and stuff like that. I think she was gonna do it. I think she was either so afraid of Homelander or, you know, so fucking pissed off at Huey. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. See, that's what I mean. Like, you either choose your own life or other people are gonna. I don't know. Like, I don't know what I would do. Speaking of creepy, not creepy, but more disturbing. Speaking of creepy, hold on. I want to play the SpongeBob song before I forget. It's When Worlds Collide, SpongeBob. I have seen Teeth. Not an amazing movie, but an incredible premise. Hunger is wild, Poop Deck. I've seen it. Fucking good movie, but holy shit, a one watcher. Cheers, Robo. This isn't bad. What just happened? What in worlds? That was, yeah. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. That was pretty good. I couldn't get into Tusk. I just kept laughing. Same with Human Centipede. I don't know what it is. There's something about them where they try, it's almost like they try a little bit too hard to set like this serious atmosphere, and it makes me laugh at it. I don't know. They weren't bad movies, but they weren't like horror to me or whatever. What is Fresh about, Might? I feel like I've seen that one. We don't talk about Idiocracy. We don't talk about Idiocracy. We can't. It's too real right now. Jesus. It's what the plants crave. No, no. Human Centipede is just ass to mouth taken to its logical extreme. Seriously, like I was one of those people that got sucked in by it's medically accurate. Like, bitch, sewing someone's lips to another asshole. Like, no, what? That's all you've done. Rod. See you in a couple minutes. I love you, boo. I didn't enjoy Tusk. I tried. I like that actor, Jason Long. Jason Long? Long? I don't know. He's a good actor. The kid in Waiting and shit like that, I enjoy him. But man, I couldn't get into it. Justin Long, thank you. I just couldn't, like, maybe because he's such a comedic actor for me, I couldn't get into it. Leprechaun freaked me out. But isn't there, so I haven't seen Leprechaun in years and years and years. But isn't there a Leprechaun, if not all of them, where he lives in a basement? So like no shit, I'm pretty positive it's because of the basement. Oh shit. Have I seen this? My sister told me about this. Some fucking Apple TV, which I don't have. Society? I don't think so. What's it about? Maybe? Dude, I don't remember where he started his career. Is Jeepers Creepers older than Waiting? Waiting's the first time I ever saw him. I think. He did a lot of like B movies back in the day. They're pretty decent movies. Like I saw him in a lot of like off the theater screen stuff. How did Kevin Smith pitch that to Justin Long? I think they got high together and came up with it as a group, and that's the only way it happened. Justin Long has a new creepy project. It might actually be Goosebumps. Really? He was in a fairly creepy movie. Oh god, like circa 2006 or something like that with Christina Ricci and uh I Will Find You and I Will Kill You. That actor, help me. I just blanked on his name. Um and it was I can't remember what it's called. But it's essentially a mortician who like Liam Neeson. A mortician like convinces people they're dead, but they're not dead. Or like they are dead and they're ghosts, but only he can see the dead and he talks to them. It was wild. You got to watch it. It's fucking twisted. I still don't even know. Yes, Pitsy, one sec. All the links, my internet has done its thing, so I'm going to close some of these because Jesus fuck. Guess it's being a big cock fucker. What a dick. What a dick. My internet crashing again? No. No! No. No. Okay, that's fine. Just not gonna touch anything for a minute. Oh my god, Mishy, I think you're right. I think he was the I'm a Mac guy. And then there was the nerdy dude, whatever, that was I'm a PC. Holy shit. I fucking forgot about that. Wild. I, Rod, I just have to say that's the first time ever that I didn't have to unmod you and remod you. Ever. Normally it's a double click. Only had to do it once. We might be cursed. I'm actually that's what I've been rewatching Sandman on my computer at night when I'm like sitting out here doing art or answering emails or something. I've been rewatching Sandman. I forgot how fucking great it is. It's so well done. It's so beautiful. You have a sword for me. You have a sword for me. So it's just your computer. I see it. Unless Twitch is taking a shit ball. I see it. Dude, Sandman's incredible. Oh man, it's definitely a show that you want to like sit down and watch though. Like dedicate some time to it cuz it's so beautiful. It's so well done. It's really intricate. There's a lot of storyline going on that like I notice like if I get up to go pee and come back, I've missed something that 10 episodes down the line I'll be like what the fuck is going on? One of those, but it's good and the graphic novels are phenomenal and I believe if they aren't anymore, I'm so sorry, but they were available on Kindle whatever. The Kindle subscription thing where you get free books. Kindle something. Prime Kid. They're all on there if you have that Kindle thing. I mean, let's be honest. We all know where to find things. Allegedly. Kindle Bay, is that what it is? Kindle something. I read a lot. Arcane is coming back. Oh my god. I was literally thinking about Arcane yesterday and it's not coming out for another year. Fuck. Fuck that shit. Kindle Unlimited, thank you. That's it. Fuck. I love Arcane, but damn. Kind of makes sense though. It looks like it's pretty labor intensive. Afterlife, that's the movie with Ricci and Neeson. Thank you. And Justin Long. Yep. It's pretty good. I liked it. It was quite a twist. What did I do? Tisk tisk? What have I done? Oh no. Do you have your sword now? You have your sword for me. Guys, I have to take a break really quick. I have to pee so fucking bad. I keep like forgetting and then I'm like, oh fuck, I have to pee. First break of the day. Stand up, stretch your dicks, get a drink. Justin Long is 45. He's one of those people. I feel like he's like that other actor. Oh, I blanked on his name just now. I just watched him in something too. God damn it. He just never ages. Like he's ageless. You know? Ant-Man. Ant-Man. What is that guy's name? Paul Rudd. Yeah. They just don't age. There's something there. Something's going on. They don't age. Yeah. It's just they're just not aging anymore. It's a long story. Yes. Did we, however? No. However, they tried to charge us for it without doing anything. They were like, "Oh yeah, you totally have fiber," and we're like, "No, you did nothing. Our internet's exactly the same." But I just did a speed test, and it's fine right now. So we'll see. I don't know if it's something he did like that had to do with the internet yesterday, but it seems like OBS was the instigator of the fallout, and all I can come up with is that was the internet. Like maybe it was just burning so hot, trying so hard, it just gave up. I just don't know. I just don't know what else would cause something like that. Was Justin Long in Clerks? Really? That's shocking. I love Clerks. I feel like I would. Was he even? Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say he wasn't even born yet. I don't think. At least not for the first one. Although he probably wouldn't have made a pretty good Elias. I'm sorry, Jesus. Sick. Oh, he's 40. See, this is what I'm saying. He doesn't age. I forgot. We were just talking about his age. He looks so fucking young. Yeah, he's 45. Just kidding. He's 10 years older than me. Wow. He looks like a fetus. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. He would have been 15 in the first one, so yeah, child actor. Yeah, he would have been real young. But still, I mean, that's older than I thought he was. Because when did the first Clerks come out? 92? 3? 94. Oh, I was close. I was so close. 94. I was 6. I was a baby. I was a baby. Man, I keep getting cold, hot, cold, hot. I feel so weird today. I'm sorry I keep talking about it, but I'm just so overwhelmed. I have so many emotions. Um, he's married to Kate Bosworth? Dude, well done. Wouldn't have guessed that one, Pitsy. Wow. He was 9. Wait. No, he's 10 years older than me, so wouldn't he have been 16 in 94-ish? 15, 16? Oh, I was. Oh my god. I don't know why I read that as he was. Sorry, my brain. I was. Yeah, sorry. Brain farted. My brain farted. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Clerks was part of the indie boom in the early 90s after Reservoir Dogs. Was it? I didn't even know what indie was, but those are some of my favorite. I mean, Reservoir Dogs isn't one of my favorites, but I loved Tarantino back in the day. Justin Long is Nurse in Clerks 3. I haven't seen Clerks 3 yet. I forgot Clerks 3 happened. I still have to watch it. That's the one where what's his fuck gets like cancer or something, right? It's like a pretty dark premise. Randall. Jesus Christ, my brain. Because everyone Kevin Smith knows is cast in most of his films. He knows good actors, thankfully. I mean, could anyone have played Randall but Randall? I think that guy is Randall. Like that dude. Shut up. Kill Bill is 20 years old. Oh my god. Speaking of that, have you seen Uma Thurman's child? She's in Stranger Things. It's like she budded like a bacteria. Her daughter looks so much like her. It is. I remember before I even knew it was her daughter, I was watching her in Stranger Things, and I'm like, why is her face and facial movements and everything so violently familiar to me? I had no idea who the fuck this girl was. And Ethan Hawke, yeah. Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman made that. Like, what the fuck? Genetics are weird. 20 years? I love Kill Bill. Dude, remember fucking, I'm sorry, I'm so fucking gross today. What? Lucy Liu's character. About fucking time! Oh, she gives me so many things. I love everything Tarantino except Tarantino. He seems like kind of a dick. But his films, for the most part, are phenomenal. And like Django Unchained is one of my favorite movies. It's just so Oren Ichi. She's so good. I love Oren Ichi. She's like the ultimate amalgamation of those two. Seriously. Oren Ichi. She's such a badass, dude. About fucking time. Lucy Liu is a fucking badass, though. Like, I loved the Charlie's Angels movie with, like, her and, I always want to say Reese Witherspoon. It's not Reese Witherspoon. It's E.T. child. What is her name? She fucked up. She fucked up with her show. Tarantino lives in Israel? The fuck? Drew Barrymore, thank you. I don't know why I always want to call her Reese Witherspoon. She's nothing. No, not similar. Not similar. But yeah, Drew Barrymore and oh, I just can't think of anybody today. I gotta stop even trying. I'm so fucked up. Oh, his wife's Israeli. That kind of makes sense then. I didn't know. And Ally McBeal, dude, she was great in everything. She's fantastic. Drew Barrymore has a very interesting past of lovers. Like, more power to her, but Drew Barrymore, yeah, Drew Barrymore. She dated like Tom Green for a while and Jimmy not Kimmel for a while. I think she married that one. Elementary is so fucking good. No conversation will ever be taboo except for what was just under discussion. If you bring up either my Chinese or Japanese heritage as a negative, I'll collect your fucking head. Just like this fucker here. Ah! Those lines are so good. Now, if any of you sons of bitches have anything else to say, now's the fucking time! Oh, I love her. I love her. Cameron Diaz. That was the other name I was trying to think of. Thank you, BCC. My brain is just dead today. She's dead. She's sick. I don't know what's wrong. Cheers. I'm going to try to make it better. Is it really reasonable? Fucking good. Is it either before or after the song that starts? Because that song is sick. I used to listen to those soundtracks a lot. I think we're going to do a game because my brain is dead. I don't think I'll get very far if I try to do an art today. I'm surprised I pulled those spider things off yesterday. I don't know how I did that. The animated bit, right? Her animated, like, tale of her parents. Calico Kobold, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving it a for so fucking long.
That's a year, bitch. Thank you for that resub. I appreciate you. This is why we smoke weed.
Seriously. I think I just peed a little. I know. The Halloween alerts are off the charts. So I downloaded the second most voted game. I actually downloaded 2 games, but one of them's not spoopy. I didn't read. I updated TFT, if you guys have ever played TFT, because that's a really mindless game that I don't really have to think while I play it. But a lot of people were like, spoopy! So I downloaded another spoopy game that I already owned, that I put in a poll a couple days ago, and it was the second most voted one. A game, 4 truths in a 5-minute session of lies. What? I mean, I guess I find it kind of mindless. A little bit. Maybe not mindless. It just literally you just sit here like this with your mouse. Maybe that's what I mean. It's like minimal physical energy. I'm not like sitting here with a controller, you know. If you've never played TFT, it's like is it an auto battle little team builder kind of thing? Is that I don't know how would you like auto chess maybe? It's kind of tactical, but it's such a luck of the draw, I guess. I don't take it to the point some people do, but I do ranked. Just for fun. Auto battler with a meta. There you go. Basically, 4 comedians each read an essay on fixed topics, but the essay's all bullshit except for 4 truths that they try to mask. Dude, that would be impossible. That would be so hard to do. Do you play it, Psycho? Do you like it? I enjoy it. Literally, I have it on my iPad and I just kind of like play it before bed sometimes. I find it like kind of mindless. I don't know. It doesn't. I guess because maybe I've played it for so long and I've played it so much that I don't have to think too much once you figure out what the fucking good builds are, what the good team builds are. I don't know. Is that weird? Is it a thinker? Maybe I find thinking games relaxing. Maybe that's my problem. They made 29 seasons of it so far. Granted, it's the English setup of like six episodes per series. And it's like famous comedians and shit. I'm gonna have to look that up. It's an English radio show. That'd probably be kind of cool. That sounds interesting because I mean, comedians are good storytellers. I believe they would probably tell some fucking dope stories. You know, a lot of like honestly, the community and shit here has introduced me to so many amazing English comedians. I can't name them because my brain is stupid, and on a normal day, I can't name people. But I follow so many amazing, like hilarious British comedians on YouTube now that make me cry. Just the awkward, like, and they're a lot of them are like clean comedy, but the fucking awkward. Oh, it's so good. Tommy Jarvis is the first horror movie character to survive in 3 movies with the same within the same slasher. Holy shit, you're right. Timing, right? You know, that was fascinating to me. I learned that later in life that like stand-up comedians really time like every fucking minute millisecond of their act. Even though it just looks like they're casually standing up there with their hand in their pocket, like looking awkward and walking around telling an awkward story. It is so fine-tuned. I had no idea. Like, I don't know why. I probably should have assumed that, but damn, they put a lot of work into shit like that. I just got weird hot chills again. I hate this. Okay. The game I downloaded, Horror Story Hollow Seed. Has anybody played this? It looks scary, but not like exceedingly long. It looks like something I can just sit here with a controller and not move too much. I don't know. I'm gonna try to last as long as I can. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, why? Shut the fuck up. I don't know why I'm shocked that my dogs like to make noise at nothing. It's not like they're 2 humans in the house sit there and scream at literally nothing to them all day long. Catherine. Anyways, yeah, it's called Horror Story Hollow Seed. I don't know what is it even about? Someone gifted it to me ages ago, honestly. I just downloaded a bunch of games that I already owned. Horror Story Hollow Seed is a story-driven psychological horror game. An obscure event causes 2 of your friends to disappear while you were camping in the woods. Left alone and stranded in an unknown place. You need to seek the answers about what happened, face the horror, and find your friends. Well, that's vague. Cool. Did my No. Shush. Why? It. It. I don't know what the fuck you're barking at, fool. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, I'm just trying to change the category. Horror Story Hollow Seed is what it's called? Horror. Yeah. This one. Do they seem to know when they're on camera being watched by others? I've noticed Potato behaves differently if I stream to friends in Discord versus just trying to take a video of him. Absolutely. I'm convinced they know exactly where the camera is. I don't know how, probably because I stare at it and talk to it all day, but absolutely. There's something about it. They absolutely act different because when I'm not streaming, they ignore me. I'm a non-factor from 3 p.m. on. But while I'm streaming, they're all around me. They're under my desk. They're like psychotically circling me, sitting directly behind me on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they definitely and like, you know, they know how to block the camera and shit. Yeah, I'm pretty positive they know. It's probably because I act different because when I'm not streaming, I'm not sitting here talking to my computer, so it's a different atmosphere, I guess. Potato starts to ham it up, and then people insist I give him treats. Yes, literally, same, same. They don't jump up on me and try to have cuddles. Eliza, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking 8 swings for so goddamn long. I miss you. Oh, I just got nauseous. Oh my god, thank you for the tears too. It's not you, it's me. I got a fizzy drink. They do the same because they know that you guys love them and that I will sit here and pet them. I miss you as well. I think about you all the time. It's disgusting. Oh my god, Eliza, do you want to see a fun project I did while this fucking game loads? Hold on. We're playing a spoopy game, but I don't think it's too spoopy. Like, changing the game category, it didn't even say, you know, like, this game is only appropriate for certain viewers, whatever. So you know how I save my tarantula molts? So yesterday, literally, my fucking my computer crashed. I don't know. I don't know what caused it. I want to blame Zach, but I have no idea what caused it. But my computer crashed in the middle of the stream, and it like just died. It was terrible. And so I just turned it off and walked away because I didn't know what the fuck to do. And I did these. I like mounted some of them and put their info and shit on. I think they look kind of cool, but we were all trying to brainstorm. They've got to have like some sort of glass encasing because if you knocked into that, they would just shatter. You know what I'm saying? They're so hairy. There's nothing you can do. You can't like coat them in something. That's exactly. I just have a ton of these picture frames. Like I was trying to use stuff I already have, so we were coming up with different ideas. Glut came up with such a genius idea though. Hold on, I have one of the frames right here. God damn it. So I bought like, a box of like, 50 frames or whatever, just cheapy off Amazon ages ago. So I was just trying to use stuff I already have. And Glut was like, dude, what if you stack the frames? Because the frames aren't attached to like a piece of glass or anything. Genius. So I'm going to take some of the frames and literally stack them up. And then I can put that piece of acrylic on top. So it'd be like that. But then you just like fucking wood glue that bitch on top. Oh, shit. Oh shit. We're getting there. That's such a good idea. I mean, I honestly could build a wood chunk bigger than this that would fit on that. It's so smart though. I thought that was a smart, like, I didn't even think of that. But literally, just make it go up high enough to put glass over it. Just because they're so fragile. Like, literally, you'd have to hang them so high on the wall that no one could hit them. And everyone in this house is so tall. The fuck? But yeah, that was this is literally, so no shit, Eliza. This is my youngest spider. This is Brittany, bitch. She's a Goliath bird eater, but she's less than a year old. Sorry. Oh, Eliza, though, look! Oh my god. Look at this. This is Footy. Or whatever. We named her Footy, right? Footy? Grippy. Grippy? This is Grippy. She's full grown now, and look at those pink feet. If the light hits it right, she's like emerald green. She's so fucking pretty. Yeah, that's Grippy. So I did one of hers too. It's cool. If you look, the light shines through the eye holes of like the head. Fucking wild. But yeah, there's Grippies. Doesn't pop up near as much, but I still think the stacked frames are gonna be such a good idea. Just considering what I already have on hand in terms of stuff. Like, aren't those cool? It sucks that they don't the butt comes off like a soft little crinkly piece of nothing, so it just falls off. I thought about drawing them on there, but I do. But I've tried, dude. I have tried. So I've tried literally almost everything to try to get the tarantula molts to sit nicely in resin. The problem is because tarantulas are so fucking hairy and the resin is like really thick, like viscous. No matter what the fuck I do, even if I soak the mold in literally rubbing alcohol first, the resin doesn't go between all the little hairs and the whole thing just ends up covered in bubbles and you can't even tell it's a spider anymore. Like the resin hardens before you can get them all out. Yep, I've tried the pressure and everything. The hairs hold it. And it's because literally, like you guys know, tarantulas have something called urticating hairs, meaning the hairs all over their bodies, they can shed as a defense mechanism and they're barbed. So they hold it. Like literally actively, like I've sat there with a toothpick and like brushed the hairs of a leg of a tarantula in the resin and they hold the bubbles. Like that's how they like remain waterproof and shit, which is fascinating. But fuck. The hairs don't burn. They don't burn. I've tried with the heat gun. They don't burn. It's crazy. I've seriously, even like, I've tried weighting them down. I bought fishing weights to like glue a fishing weight inside of the tarantula mold and then sink it to the bottom so it would really fill. I've heated the resin. Like, and I've never seen I've never seen a tarantula well preserved in resin. I've seen spiders because they're not hairy, but I don't know if anyone's figured out tarantulas yet. Little sister, how are you? I get to see you in a week. I'm very excited. I have a vacuum. I got myself a vacuum chamber. Like it doesn't work because those little fucking barbed hairs hold it. So I've kind of given up on resin with tarantula stuff. So I'm trying to do other stuff, you know? It's just like, I've ruined so many awesome tarantula molts trying so fucking hard to get them to work because they theoretically would look really cool. But it's just, I mean, you would have to shave the tarantula, and tarantulas are defined by how fucking hairy they are. Yeah, so literally, resin. There are types of resin. The 24, the type that you like mix two parts together and like let it sit for 24 hours is called epoxy resin, and then the type that you cure under a UV lamp is called UV resin. That's the only difference. It's just a type. But yeah, that's what I do. 2-part resin. I'd have to probably do a vibration thing, and also like I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just so tentative to ruin another molt trying it because it's ruined. I mean, once you put it in the resin, that molt is there forever. So if it comes out shitty, I've wasted resin and the molt, and I'm done for. It's just I've done it so many fucking times. Sup, penis? You're my favorite STD. Thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it for 76 fucking months. Holy shit. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget your Prime sub. Don't forget your Prime sub. I'm so excited I'm gonna die! It's so fluffy! Me too. I'm excited. Alright, should we try to play this game? Not real. A pipe cleaner. Pipe cleaner. That's about the most similar thing to a tarantula leg as a pipe cleaner. Luna, I'm trying not to pass prejudgment because there's a possibility it could be dope. But I
gave it a wash, turned it on, and slipped it in.
Four-story swallow seed, something like that. We're like gonna blow a jack-o'-lantern, I think. It looks like a story-driven horror game that's not too intense. Oh my god, Bobo. Dude, you ever do this stretch standing up and almost black out? I have to remind myself to breathe sometimes. Yeah, it has. That's why I'm saying I'm not passing original judgment, because it does quite literally have the entire original cast. My dogs tried to kill something. I don't know. I just chased them down. Whew, that took a lot of my energy. All right. Hopefully this game does something soon. It's a whole lot of like, hey, look at this, like, nothing. I don't want to say I'm a little bored with it, but I'm a little bit bored with it. My dump? Oh, I'm a morning shitter. I think it's a runner thing. Like, after you take a run in the morning, have a cup of coffee, just like, whoosh, straight out of you. I don't think I've ever had to shit on stream before in my life. Pretty on schedule, thankfully. Healthy dietary. Weeds are... Can you not have the weeds? I have those ones. Thank you, Mismo. I fucking appreciate you. Thank you for all the months. Thank you for summoning the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it swings. I used to do just like alerts that people could activate in chat, but people like got so fucking annoying about it. Like, while we're in the like having a conversation, just like shit going off in the background, shit. And honestly, I kind of like experiencing the game the way they like. If the game's not scary in its own, I don't want to play it. Like, I don't want you guys to have to make something scary, you know? If the game ain't scary. Like, this one's kind of boring so far. It's okay. It's got a few jump scares, but they're like the same fucking thing. I get it for games like Phasmo where you've played it over and over and it's like survival battle royale kind of thing. I played those like Deceit and stuff, but something like this where it's like a story game. You know, like what if someone started doing those alerts when story was happening and like dialogue was going off or something? Hey Theory, what's up, Honey Bean? Yeah, I used to do them, but Like, and it's not even like it's not even the normal people in the community. Like, it's people would just drop by and see that there's alerts like that you can just set off for free in chat. I hate to say it, but true. And then they just spam them. It's like 13-year-olds on a day off or something. Ooh, what's the game, Jade? Let me write it down. I might own it because I've literally just been trying to work through my library. These are all the games we've played this year I already owned. Locked up? Okay, let me write it down. Yeah, I've just been banking games. But, like, if this one stays kind of, like, not great, we'll just play a different one because I have tons. And some that could be actually a little bit more scary, you know? The Suffering. Okay, hold on. I grabbed it. Locked up. I'm gonna write spoopy games. This is a fucking pastel pencil. What am I doing? Where's my pen? No. Oh, I didn't. No, it's cool. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know the alerts. I totally know what you're talking about. I didn't take it as a dig or anything. Don't worry, Honeybean. Locked up. That's what it is. Locked up. That sounds really familiar. And then The Suffering is this other one. Oh, that looks sick though. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write that one down. The Suffering. GOG's pretty good for shit like that. Like pretty good deals. There's a good game that was one of my favorites. It was one of the very first PC games I ever played when I was a youth. Called I think it was Clive Barker's Undying. And it was great. And the only place I could find it because it's so old and obscure and it wasn't that popular was on fucking GOG. Great. I know the art supplies, they're everywhere because I've been making shit just to keep my hands busy. I'm always like crafting and shit. It's a problem. I've got art supplies everywhere. I really want to do SFX makeup this week, but my face has just been so like swollen and leaky. Yeah, trouble. And I don't blame people for that. It's just I'd rather take away the temptation. Sup metal? I'd put a spam alert would be good on it, or like just like it can only be set off. The problem is like what I used to do. So the joy, like our joy alert, like have you taken your joy today? That was a channel thing, and it had a timer on it, and so it could only be set off every 5 minutes. So if someone sets it off, and then someone comes into chat a minute after that and sits there and they start just spamming exclamation joy, exclamation joy. Why isn't it going off? Why isn't it going off? Are your alerts broken? Are your alerts broken? And that becomes all what chat is. The whole conversation. Are your alerts broken? And I'm like, I just take it away. You guys are more interesting, anyways. All on your own. You're more clever when you actually have to type something funny. Cooldown, yeah. I'll look on cooldowns on them, actually. It's a good idea. Cheers. And unfortunately, the kind of people that usually want to spam alerts like that are the kind of people that aren't interacting with me. They're not reading chat. Like they're literally just there to set off an alert. So they don't read it. They don't. Yeah, I know you guys know who I'm talking about. There's just a type of person who's a little. Look at me. It's like there's a lot of people here, and we're all kind of looking at each other right now. Like, just calm down. They always say there's a cooldown on them. It'll come up a million times, but it's like I can't assume everyone's on it. You know what I'm saying? I know Mass Effect's great. I had to wait for the song to end. Attention, Coors. Mm-hmm. It's real. It sucks. It sucks because I've gotten to know some really really interesting people that come into chat that just end up being like I don't know, just not part of the community. They just like kind of want to have a one-on-one conversation with me, but like in chat amidst everybody else, and I'm like, it's a group activity, you know? Dude, B-Tree, honestly, this is gonna be a weird TwitchCon year. Like, they it's just gonna be weird. We were talking about that earlier, because there's a lot of people that were trying to stretch it to come down. I wouldn't stretch it. Like, if you're stretching your pennies to go to TwitchCon this year, I wouldn't. I don't think it's gonna be the best TwitchCon ever, simply because it's really, really hard for TwitchCon to be more entertaining than almost anything happening in Vegas right now. Or at any time. So it's gonna be really hard for them to get people to stay in the con. I don't know how they're gonna do it, really. I have a little I don't know if I'm dyslexic or not, but I definitely flip words around a lot. And like when I'm speaking, if I'm trying to read really fast, I notice I definitely flip stuff around. I don't know why. We will be there in spirit. Honestly, I'm going to TwitchCon this year because I like Vegas. I spent so much of my childhood there hanging out with my nana and grandpa. Both me grannies loved to gamble and had houses near or in Vegas. So we went to Vegas all the time as kids, and I just have a lot of nostalgia for the area. So I'm mostly there to walk around it for the nostalgia of it. Um, but from what I've heard, TwitchCon is they are trying to attain being in San Diego at the San Diego Convention Center for the foreseeable future. So if anybody's looking to go to TwitchCon in years to come, it's probably going to be in California. My money would be on at least San Diego or Long Beach if they can do it, because it's their favorite. And they before COVID they like had a reservation. They had like a 5-year whatever contract with San Diego, and then COVID hit and all that shit. So that went out the window. But those ones, it's just like it's more. So the strip is pretty fucking long, and then there's Old Vegas, and then there's the streets parallel to the strip. That the strip has now blown out so much that you can go kind of a much wider area, and the casinos are fucking enormous. They're massive. I mean, literally, I can't. Disneyland ain't got shit on Vegas, is what I'm saying. Like, you go in these places and they feel like a fucking palace. And I was just talking to Beth about it the other day. Like, Caesar's Palace is one of my favorites because the casino floor has these enormously high ceilings and really nice carpeted floors everywhere. And it's just like, feels huge and also it's not so. Like, if you go into Harrah's or something, the ceilings are really low and they're like mirrored. And it's supposed to make them feel bigger, but it makes me as a tall person feel very claustrophobic. I like the bigger ones, but it's also got an entire underground mall. And just like there's so many layers to Vegas that isn't the convention center. There's so much to do. It's like running into streamers and actually finding people and finding community members that you actually want to see and hang out with, I think is going to be really, really hard in Vegas. Versus when it's in San Diego, it's like there's the convention center, and then there's like what is it, the lamplighter district or whatever. It's basically one road directly up from the convention center that's like bars and pubs and shit like that. And every game studio and Twitch themselves and like various stream teams within Twitch rent out those bars throughout the weekend and throw parties. And so you can literally just walk this. I don't know how many blocks it is. If anybody remembers, gas lamp. That's what it's called, Chimera. Thank you, gas lamp. Do you remember how many blocks about the gas lamp is? I want to say it was like maximum like 7 blocks. And 7's like really pushing. I mean, you're going way the fuck out there. But it's like it's a very centralized area to run into people and find people and actually just like accidentally see people, which was really nice. Whereas I don't know how that's going to happen. It's just so big, and there's a shit ton of other people there just for Vegas. I think it's going to be really hard. So in order, like, I feel like myself, like I'm going to literally have to set up like a location and time and be like, if you want to come hang out, I'll just stand there or something because I don't know what else to do. It's just so big. About that, that's what I was thinking because I was just thinking back to way back the last San Diego one, whatever the fuck that one was. We were trying to find a breakfast place and we woke up kind of late. Me and like the group of people I was with, I think it was like Eliza and Ginny and a few other people. And we ended up walking that 7 blocks because the only restaurant place that didn't have like a 3-hour streamer and community member like line out the restaurant was like 7 blocks up. But we ended up having really good food. It was great. just for Vegas and when we were Young Fest and some other big event I forgot. Yeah, Gaslit Up was good for the after parties. It really was because it was just so centralized. I feel like it was just that one strip. There's so much good eating in Vegas. It's absurd. Mom went to Vegas early this year for the first time with her girlfriends. She spent only 1 year gambling on slots while waiting on friends. Otherwise, they had a fuck ton of experiences planned out before they even went, like a hot air balloon ride and shit. Dude, it's like they have everything there, right? I think they have, you can do helicopter rides, hot air balloon rides. I think there's actually a helicopter ride to the Grand Canyon and back or something like that. Like, Vegas is kind of wild in that there's almost everything you can do there. Beth and I were just talking about how we really want to go to. Apparently, there's some, like, why? I don't know if it's the world's biggest or whatever, but it's some enormous, like, off the charts dispensary. No, Horror Story's okay. It's just kind of boring. We were just talking about it and we got on another topic and then my dog started barking. No, it's just like nothing's happening. I don't know. We're still in it. No, I'm just kind of bored with it. Let's see if anything happens. So far, it's why? It's just like the same jump scare, you know? Like your head spins and there's a dark figure that's suddenly not there anymore, like over and over. It's just a little. Are we done? I'm a little sad the music was so loud that you couldn't hear that burp because that was pretty good. Oh, man. My body is so tired. It's just so tired of just being alive. Waffle won by 100%. Amen. I agree 100%. All right. I'm changing category. That game, I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible. Hold on. I'm just going to exit out of it. It's okay, but I'm bored as fuck, dude. Like, what's happening? What's happening in the game? Like, where's the story? Like, it's just, I kind of feel like it's just feeding off of some very cheap jump scares. Is that just me? I feel a little sad about it because I wanted to like it. I'm not that picky. Like, it doesn't take a lot for me to like a horror game, but, like, that was not. Yeah, I'm missing it. Like, I don't know. It feels like just a bunch of that, like, lady coming at you, which was okay. It was kind of scary, but after the first time, you know, it kind of reminded me of, was it Phasmo? I mean, it might have been Phasmo right when it came out. I played it a lot with, like, Eliza and I think, like, Zach and a few other people. I can't remember. It's been too long. I do not remember. It's been too long. But, there was a part of it where a little girl would, like, rush you, like, a creepy little girl in the upstairs of one of the buildings would, like, rush you sometimes if you didn't light a candle or something, and after the first few times, I was like, "Dude, it's just not it's the exact same thing," and you could almost break the mechanic by walking through it and into it because she can't do anything to you. It's not enough of anything happening. I feel like it was just, like, find a key and then go try every fucking door, and it's always the last goddamn door. What up, LCT? Oh, dude, I watched a thing this morning talking about how D&D apparently is getting really popular in prisons, and guards keep confiscating these prison mates. Like they make like you know, D&D maps, and they make full on fucking books. They handwrite them and everything because they can't have anything in there, and the guards think they're maps to break out of prison, and they're confiscating them and shit. Or like, of course, there's some old timers. They're like, it's the devil. Like, literally satanic panic shit. It was very interesting, though. Like, the interviews of a lot of the prisoners were saying it really brings people together. Like, you know, you'll see people from every different, like, stereotype, I guess you wanna say, like, gang in the prison sit down together to play D&D. I mean, that'd be really smart. Me too, Donna. Actually, there was one story where one guard actually plays D&D with friends, and they were, like, they were looking through prisoners bunks, you know, for for like crap, whatever the fuck they were looking for, and they found some maps, and one of the guards called him out and goes, no, that's tabletop maps. I know exactly what that is. And now that guard is like relentlessly bullied by the other guards for being a nerd. Like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Dude, right? Well, that's the thing. Like, these prisoners, they can't, like, a lot of the prisons won't even let them have the books, won't let them have dice. Like, they have to they've handmade dice, fill them with sand or rocks outside. They are so crafty. The shit that they had, like the, paraphernalia that had been confiscated, it was handmade dice, like out of paper and rocks and stuff. It was incredible. Dude, that's what I agree. LCT hard. Nerds literally run the world. Like, the fuck are you doing? That's Donna. I mean, of all the things they could be doing, D&D also helps develop interpersonal skills. Like, having to sit at a table with other people and, like, play D&D, like, it's quite a intricate system if you want it to be, and it looks like they're playing it as intricate as fucking possible. Yeah. And that was the thing, like, Donna, they seriously, there was one of the inmates was saying, like, you saw, he named the people, like, he said, like, a Norse Viking and a something something, but they're the names of the gangs. But it was basically, like, 4 people from all 4 different, drastically different gangs. They sit down every week and they play D&D together. And it's actually helped, like, alleviate a lot of the interpersonal, like, racial violence and shit, because those guys will, like, if there's a fight between those 2 gangs, those guys get in the middle and go, nah. Like, it's literally helped in a lot of prisons, and it's just crazy how ignorance can crush something stupid like that. Yeah, it's good for your brain, good for social interaction. It's math. Like, it literally is a ton of math. And these guys, I mean, I saw it. They had thick ass handwritten manuals of all of, like, fairies and powers and weapons and classes. It was insanely cool. I mean, it was, and if you think about it, like, it's exactly like Donna said, like, they've got the time. They could be doing such worse things. Why not? This is such a cool thing to encourage. Better therapy and reintegration than punishment, and that's the thing. They're saying that these prisoners are gonna become dependent upon it in the prison system and not have a chance to rehabilitate or something like that. And I'm like, "Are you saying there's no D&D in the world?" Because I'm pretty fucking sure it's quite popular right now. Like, like, you're get the parole people, not the parole, if it's the parole officers. I know there's people that, like, work in the prison to help people integrate back into real life, and then there's people out in real life that, like, follow up with them and stuff. Get them to find a fucking game shop. Prison is for punishment, not rehabilitation, and free slave labor. I shouldn't even say free slave labor. I volunteered at a center that donates books to prison centers, and I recall writing a letter to someone that wanted to play D&D, so I found a role-playing book that was available. It's an interesting experience because most of the people were simply wanting something to better themselves, very wholesome. I completely believe that. I truly, truly believe the vast majority of people want to better themselves and just want a fucking chance. And it's the stigma of, having been on drugs or having, been in the prison system or having been arrested or something like that. Like, that complete stigma against somebody is bullshit. Oh my god, the cynic in me says they don't want it because, then the for-profit prisons are gonna start losing inmates to good behavior and education. You're not off base, and that's gross. I 100% agree. Donna, 100%. All of it. Like, the interpersonal skills, the solving skills, the creativity to create. I mean, they could come out and start writing fucking D&D manuals. Look how popular Killer Dave's bread is. Killer Dave's D&D? Fuck yeah. People want to help people rehabilitate themselves. Like, people want to help people like that. Like, we're all about it. People make mistakes. People fuck up. Does not mean you are unable to live a life. And we all know that most people in prison are in there for fucking stupid things anyways. Murderers get out all the time. America, yeah. D&D is proven to help relate to the world for social morals, except across all aspects. It's a very great thing. I agree. 100%. They could add their D&D creations to D&D Beyond, though I heard WOTC went asshole about it. Really? About D&D Beyond? There's a prison in Maine that my grandparents visited because they have a workshop there where the prisoners make stuff to sell 50 years later. We still have their the bar stools. It's fucking sick. Do you want to know something wild I learned? So, I listen to fucking true crime way too much. I listened to one that was he was the co-ed killer. Really, really tall guy with dark hair and glasses. But allegedly he was very friendly, like got along with all the guards, was super, super, super personable. And once he was finally like arrested and put in jail forever, I think he's still alive actually. He has a job where he records audiobooks for blind schools. So there's like a large portion of blind schools in the United States of America that listen to this murderer's voice on audiobook for school, like a lot. Wild. Wild. But at least they gave a prisoner something to do, even though he like, chopped his mom's head off and like fucked her head or something. Imagine what they could do with a copy of RPG Maker. Insane. The time they have. Yeah. It's the old they want to control everything made in their system because capitalism, right? And that's I get really like ignorant about it, I would say. In that I'm like, if people are so disconnected from society that they don't know what D&D is, they shouldn't be in charge of a human being's rehabilitation into society. And I know that's ignorant of me. It's naive of me to even think and say. Oh, really? Wizard of the Coast allowed people to create and put out anything they homebrewed, and then Wizard of the Coast went back on that permission. I think I actually remember what I think I vaguely am getting a memory of what you're talking about. Yeah, happy 420. Cheers. Oh, I gotta pack a bowl, but I'm there with you. Ed Kemper. Thank you, Mayo. Thank you. I don't know why, but whenever I think of his face, I think Ed Gacy or Gacy? Gacy. But it's not Gacy. Wayne Gacy. What was his name? Wayne Gacy. It's not Gacy, but for some reason that's what my brain wants to say. I don't know. I listen to too much true crime. It's a problem. Did we watch a legal video on it? Okay, that's because I remember that being a big thing when it was going down. Like everybody was like, "What the fuck are they doing?" Honestly, I've never been a part of a tabletop game where the GM didn't homebrew part of it. Because it's kind of like, I don't know why I feel like it's encouraged. I don't know. I've never known a GM not necessarily homebrew, but not to kind of, get rid of some rules, add some rules, do what they do what they want to do to make it fun. And I'd rather be with a GM that works to make the game fun than works to make the game like on the book rules. Yeah, house rules are very important. They really help, especially the flow of a game. At least for me, someone who, I guess maybe it's the ADD, I don't fucking know. Someone who's very just, let's keep going, let's keep going. When you have to pause for 30 minutes to like open a book and look up a rule or some dice stat, let's just fucking make it up and we'll look it up later because Jesus Christ. Let's move on. Oh, your DM's sick? Boo. I'm glad you're not gonna I was just gonna say, at least they're not spreading the sick though. Wait, what, Kel? Would a killer DM get shivved? Oh. Wizards of the Coast don't want to mess with Katie, but their corporate overlords Hasbro decided that they should. They don't care about people having fun with their product, just the share value. Not shocking at all. Who doesn't homebrew Uno? Amen on that one. GM tweaking is required for most games. Lots of books have it written into the rules that the GM's word can override the printed ones. Yeah. Even if you follow the book campaigns, there's a lot of creativity to be had for running it. Even if you follow them to the T, GMs are still writing a story, and like a story that's going to be fucked up by the players. They have to write a story, like if you pictured it like a tree, it'd be like a tree with 5 million branches because that's how many possibilities, their fucking players could go on. Yeah. It's almost impossible not to. The big guys don't make games, they make money, and that's shameful. Agreed. Yep. Cheers. Amen. Cheers. Hallelujah. I still feel that way, Donna, but it's impossible to know every system ever. Kinger, agreed. Like, I don't want them to go under. I want them to profit. But there's got to be, like, an even keel of, like, profit and not being a fucking ass. Like, this Unity shit, I think is a really good case in point of, like, a CEO coming in and being like, I'll help you up your profits. Unity, though. Like, what the fuck? I saw that he stepped down, by the way. I laughed a lot. Forced to resign. There you go, what it is. Forced to resign? Uh-huh. Us players are awesome at going a direction the DM never saw coming. Honestly, I don't think I've had a session where the GM didn't say that. At least one of the players went somewhere that they were like, I did not even... They didn't even consider that possibility. You know what I mean? Which I always love. I love that players can do that. It's not always me, but oh, I love it. I gotta change that alert. That little girl's gonna haunt me forever. Thank you for those biddies, Jedikai. I fucking appreciate you. Yeah, you fucking retired? Mm-hmm. Went from being the CEO of EA to being forced retired by Unity. Or forced resigned, I guess you would say. Mm-hmm. So many RPGs have multiple books with rules and descriptions that contradict each other, so house rules calls are so needed. Dude, my bookshelf is case in point of that. No shit, the 2 shelves that Lilith is banked in front of right now, those are almost exclusively D&D and otherwise tabletop books. And it's, if you go through them, they really do. And it's just kind of like, you just pick which one will be the most fun. Which way you're going to go. You know, if the 2 things contradict each other, just pick what's most fun for your players. And every GM I've ever got to play with, that's what they do. I wasn't pointing you out. I was pointing my books out. Farts McGee. Aw, cheers, Viata. It's really cool. We actually hit it this time. It was amazing. Well, I was a little late, but, you know, we're there. It's like house rules that make Monopoly less insufferable. Amen. My parents, we basically have like an unspoken rule that at 4 hours we must stop. Because no game, I mean, it's just, I feel like it always ends at a standstill with 2 people that own like the greens and the blues and half of each side of the board. And it's just like, you can go forever. Literally forever. We've gone till 1 a.m. And finally my mom and I are just like, okay, we're done. Truce, bye. I never want to play this again. But we always start out really excited to play. It always ends up 2 people just, will you go bankrupt already? I like Monopoly, man, but you got to play with the right people that don't take it too seriously and just have fun. If people take it too seriously, it's not fun. Some people really get into Monopoly and it's just like, it's a little insufferable. Hubby and I, when I got married, Hubby and I had to pull together our RPG book collections. We have tons of books. Literally, I've been, how do I say this? Same, but I've lived here for 4 years. We have doubles of so many books. But I have such, like, you know, each one of our books has notes written in it and stuff, and, like, Post-its and stuff, and it's like, I don't think I can get rid of them. No, why? Mommy doesn't have the energy today, baby boy. We must stop. We must. Thank you. I love you. I love The Sopranos so much. I went and got my stitch out, got my haircut, picked up donuts, had an ice cream. Dude, fuck yeah. I need my haircut so bad. The ends are so fucking dead. I've looked at videos to cut it myself and I'm like, no, Katie, don't do it. You're not that desperate. Don't do it. Just wear a bun. Just put it in a bun. It's fine. Yeah, Trouble. There's so many memories, right? It's almost sentimental value or something like that. Like, I think about it, like, I see the doubles, because I have, these shelves are double stacked, and I have so many bookshelves. It's just too much. And I go through them and I open one to be like, oh, is this mine or Zach's? And then you start seeing all the notes and stuff. And you're just like, fuck, I can't. I think we just kind of have doubles. We have 3 copies of American Psycho, though. Like, there are some books I think I gotta get rid of. Like, why? Got a lot of books. Like, people, I mean, books are the best gift in the entire world. But when you have 3 copies, you gotta wonder what people think of you. You know what I'm saying? What color are you gonna do? I've thought about it, Quill. I thought about art, but I have such a hard time. I'm my books. If I was considered a hoarder, it would be a book hoarder. I've driven across the country twice now with just a car full of books because I can't say goodbye. I just am. Every time I try, I end up opening the book and I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't do it. I love my books so much. To be fair, though, I did have a lot of Harry Potter books and I had no problem shredding the fuck out of those. I made paper out of them. Actually, those mounted spiders have some of that paper. The labels are made out of my handmade paper. Made out of torn up Harry Potter books, because fuck that shit. Blue and teal? Oh, fuck yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never, oh no shit, I've been some version of redhead since I was 28. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited for you. I thought about dyeing my hair green, because it's the only hair dye I have in the house. But I don't know if I want all dark green hair. But it looks so gross right now. It just looks so unhealthy. 40-plus-year-old character sheets, I don't have that. Like, I didn't start playing D&D literally until about 10 years ago, but I have sheets that old, and they're still special to me. Especially my first ones. Like, I still think really fondly on some of the first characters I ever made. Dude, Mishy, it's crazy how heavy my car is, though. The boxes, when people offer to help me move, they don't realize that half the boxes are just books. I wish hubby would let me get rid of the set of Harry Potter books he got me. He gifted me the really pretty box set. I totally get that. My sister has that. My sister actually she doesn't have that set. She has the set that's like in a chest. It's like looks like Harry's like moving trunk. She has that set and she's not getting rid of that. Like, but she bought it, ages ago before we all knew about the turf bitch. I could like if you like you, the damage is done. You know what I'm saying? As long as we're not giving more money to a terrible human being, that's all I give a fuck. In my personal case, as long as I'm not giving her more money. But those like I have a lot of this is just me personal. I do not judge other people or even think about it on other people. But I had a lot of like Harry Potter like Slytherin shirts and merch and like all my winter like I had a scarf and gloves and a hat. Like I was deep. I was deep in the Harry Potter. I've been to the world a million times. I have like 5 wands. It's disgusting. And like I was like, okay, after she like out turfed the world and was like, by the way, I'm a hateful cunt. We were all like, oh fuck. And I was like, okay, maybe eventually this deep sinking like pit of anger and sadness in my soul will go away and I will eventually be able to look at my Harry Potter merch without feeling disgusting about it. And I don't know how many years it's been since she decided to be all fucking hateful cunt like, but I still feel I haven't worn any of it. It makes me feel gross. Like it makes me feel embarrassed like wearing a fucking swastika or something like that's and it's just me. I cannot shake it. So me personally, like it was either throw the books away or like do something with them. And so I looked up how to make homemade paper and just shredded the pages and soaked them and made some fucking homemade paper. I did something with it instead of just creating more garbage, but I don't feel good about it. But that's just me personally. To each their own, as long as you don't support the turfy bitch. Yeah, F the phobes. We just don't have fucking time. There's enough hate, there's enough murder in the world for me to have I just don't give a fuck. Like get out, bitch. Get out. Oh, I mean, there's some I if you want to cover it, I honestly I support that, but like it's like that hoe cannot take from me like the warm, fond memories I have of reading the books and going to the midnight releases and going to the movies and dressing up and going to the world and everything like that. Like I truly think that the universe that is like Harry Potter or whatever the fuck you want to call it is kind of a organic, like self-sustaining thing at this time and space that she doesn't own anymore. That's how I try to think of it. Because I still have really good memories of Harry Potter. All of it. Like, it was kind of a refuge for a lot of us weirdos who stood out. She can't take that from me. And I've heard and read from many sources that after book 2, they're almost completely ghost written, which gives me a lot of pleasure. I don't know if that's fact or not, but like, I have friends who still love Harry Potter, and if I want to get him a Christmas gift, I go on Etsy and I get him something handmade. Because then I just know no money's going to Warner Brothers. It's not going to fucking that bitch. But someone's still happy. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I never give a fuck about her either. I didn't even know her was a her for ages. Like, no one gave a fuck about her, and I think she only became relevant because she decided to be like, hate, hate, hate. Let's hurt feelings. Hate, hate, hate. Here's my stupid fucking opinion that doesn't matter. Blah, blah, blah. But, like, none of that had anything to do with her. It was a world that I truly think was just, I mean, I think it's kind of, like I said, it's its own thing now. The people who love Harry Potter, I don't think the majority of them hate trans people or hold ill will towards the queer community in any way, shape, or form. And I think a large portion of the community is queer or otherwise. Myself included. you know? Yeah. But like, fuck that hoe. She's a hateful bitch, and I will never go to Harry Potter World again, and I probably won't never go see one of those movies again, because they just make me feel gross. I love what the books did for me, but I just don't want anything connected around my body at this point. I totally get that. I've thought about that, Chesh, because there are many times in my life where I wanted to get a Harry Potter tattoo, but was too poor to get one, and that was the universe saying, don't do that. That was the universe. I don't have one tattoo on me that could be associated to something, a fandom or something, and I think I'm going to keep it that way because you just never know anymore. Like, fuck, dude. That's Chesh, that's how I went. I love that. 0 to 100. I feel like that's how I can describe that pit in my stomach that I just started to get every single time I looked at my, my Slytherin anything. Most of my stuff just had Slytherin, gear. I still feel gross. So just like, why keep it around? Why force myself to feel gross when there's other shit I can love or be into? I've also grown as a person since the books and can recognize a lot of the problems with the books themselves that I didn't when I was a kid. Just one of those people that I once hate, I want it all gone. I think I'm that way, but I didn't know that. Like, I really was like, this pit will go away. Like, this pit in my stomach will go away. Why did I think that pit in my stomach would go away? Like, that hateful cunt is still out there being a hateful bitch, wiping her fucking laughing tears with money. I know, and she really, like, just keeps tripling, doubling down on it, and I don't know if it's because people feed into it or whatever. I don't follow her on anything, I just see shit, like, reposted places, or it's just, she truly is kind of nasty. Just a nasty, nasty. I know, it's truly a case of like, oh god, money did make you evil. Okay. Money makes you feel like you're important. Okay. Sick. You did not know she was a she because they forced androgyny on her. Her publicist wanted the world to believe she was male. Really? That checks out and honestly makes her hate even more fucking redonkulous. Redonkulous? Sorry, my brain is dying today. Nah, Chronicle, I think you have to be a certain amount of evil to get there. I think it's a little column A, little column B. I don't know. I haven't seen like a great bajillionaire. My first life character was so important to me, and I say that's when the rest of my life started. I was 15. I wanted the Vampire Clan symbol as a tattoo. I was too scared for many years. By the time I got over my fear of needles, I was on my Crohn's chemo, not allowed to get tattoos or piercings. That sucks. Yeah, it's the same, Damien. Like, the doubling, tripling down is just like, wow, you see the pain you do and you like it. Okay. found out she was a huge piece of crap when she wrote an article on why Scottish independence was bad because the UK needed Scottish oil. Oh my god, what? Wow. I believe you. Like, man, weird hill to die on, but at least you'll be fucking dead. Fuck that bitch. Is that the overall opinion why they won't let Scotland have independence? Because they want to steal your fucking oil? Midgard, we do have a Discord to post them in. Exclamation Discord in the chat. Damn. They were shit before, but money gave them freedom to voice it without issue. That's sad. And true. It is weird how sometimes you think like what? Pretty much that's fucking gross. I mean, I don't know one person. I don't know one English person who's like, fuck Scotland, like we should keep. I don't know anybody personally. It seems like it's just some nasty ass politics shit. The liquid gold, goddamn. She's just a piece. So she's like she's an all around, just kind of like shitty human being. I mean, I assumed it at this point, but damn. Cute. We should make her go live in one of those like Antarctic survival huts in Antarctica. That's just where she gets to stay now. Queen, no one even worth wasting your brain cells on. JK Rowling. The lady who ruined Harry Potter for everybody. Old school hateful Brits. Yeah, I don't know any of those at all. My grandparents are British and I can kind of see it in them a little sometimes. Really? Damn, that's gross. Yeah, fuck that hoe. That's basically like, we were just kind of talking about how, you know, the vast majority of us deeply, deeply, deeply loved Harry Potter at one point in our life. And if anything, it got me through a lot of tough parts in my life where I was like, it's okay to be the one that stands out. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to be weird. It's okay to have no friends. Like, oh, a lot of us got that in some way or another from those books. And we were just talking about how like just her being a hateful person doesn't mean she can steal those memories and those like warm feelings and stuff from us. Cause I truly think the Harry Potter universe is kind of like a self-sustaining organic thing in itself and she doesn't own it. She doesn't get to impart her turfy fuck on it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, David. How are you? Sneak off to bed, LZT. I'm going to do the same here pretty soon because I am garbage. But these are important conversations. Trans women are women. Trans men are men. Non-binary folks owe us nothing in how they outwardly appear. Period. End of story. Y'all are beautiful. Love is love. It's just facts. I'm fucking beat too. I feel you. We ended up like dedicating our day to kind of a shitty game that I think made me feel even shittier. We tried this game. What was it called? God, it was so boring. I forgot the name. Hallowseed? Horror Story Hallowseed. And it had pretty decent ratings, and I was kind of excited. And I was like, I'm just kind of feeling a little shitty today. So let's I got a sinus infection. So I was like, let's just do a game where I can just go through something. But it was basically like an escape room with a few jump scares here and there. Yeah, let's rate a familiar weirdo. We love familiar weirdos. Wait, is that which I mean, it doesn't matter which one. I'm just curious. Is it Chaos Goblin weirdo? Is it we got like different levels. Oh, dude. Oh my god, yes. Dude, will she pee though? Will they shit their pants at us? I hope not. Oh my god, her makeup looks so fucking sick. Yes. Dude, Zelda has been an amazing long time member of our community and is a fucking incredible human being. But Zelda might shit a little, but that's okay. We love Zelda. Just be nice. Be nice and be gentle. Oh my god, Alien Isolation's horrifying. That's a good scary game though. If you guys are looking for a good scary game, that's a good scary game. She's a fucking incredible human being. One of the kindest, most like just and her makeup looks incredible right now. I'm really excited. Lord Hybrid, I mean, let's be real, as it should be, right? How could I mean, literally, I mean, I've you guys know I watch a lot of true crime. There are parents out there that still love their kids after their kids commit atrocities, like murderous atrocities. Like, how can someone seriously stop loving their child because their child's like, hey, I know you called me Tyler, but I'd like to go by Tina because this is how I feel and this is what I feel on the inside. And their parents' instinct is like, get out? What the fuck? I just don't. I'm not a parent, so I can't, I don't have an opinion here, but it doesn't make sense to me. Because I know a lot of parents, I have a lot of very dear friends in my life who have children. And the impression I get is that you die for your children. You die so your children can just be happy. Not even just to live, just to be happy. You literally, they are the sole purpose for your breathing. How? How can anything? I just don't get that. Just cheers to all y'all fucking dope parents out there. You give me hope. Yeah, save for tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna raid Zelda. I just feel like I need to go to bed. Like I'm just gonna try to sleep this off. Take a bunch of NyQuil. I just feel poopy. But yeah, save it for tomorrow if it's a big conversation because you know I love them. They're my favorite. No shit. I just instead of rating, I just changed our game category to Zelda Quinn. I'm dying. No shit though, on a serious topic. Thank you all for being dope ass people. Like your stories of you having being trans yourself or having children who come out as trans either now or had in the past, like your stories of just like being fully accepting and loving give me hope in the world because those kind of stories don't make the news. You know, the stories we hear are the horrible stories and it gives me like it alleviates a little bit of my anxiety that kids have a they have a fucking chance. You know? They deserve a goddamn chance. Regardless of who they love, like for fuck's sake, at least they love. I know. It's because I never sit down. Okay, that's what we're doing. Sorry. Brain death. It's happening. Cheers, my loves. Zelda Quinn, seriously, very, very long-term member of our community and one of the most wonderful people. And they're playing Alien Isolation, which is one of the, I mean, I played it so many years ago, but goddamn, it's a really, really good horror game. If you've never played it before, highly suggest. But we're going to thrust our asses over there, and we're going to be kind and wonderful, and we're going to be the holes that we truly are, and we're going to show Zelda some fucking love. They might pee a little because they're literally playing a horror game, and also we're about to come in with a lot of people. Like, you're a lot of people. So, like, be gentle. She's a lovely bean. I have to grind up weeds, so I'm just going to re-cheers with this bowl with you guys and then call it. I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, even though I'm a big ball of gross today. Like, if this was like in person, we couldn't do this, so bless the internet.